Yeah. We live in effect, man. On here with Game Changer, man. About to shake some shit up real quick. Like, talk some Cowboys shit, man. Hopefully we get some more people come in here. Once again, got Game Changer on here, man. About to talk that Cowboy thing, how we do, man. Game Changer, what's up, man?
No.
Game Changer, what's going on, bro?
No.
Nothing much, dog. I ain't gonna lie, I was heated like earlier today. Cause uh,
Bomasona in the house, man. What's up, man? Like, we just chilling over here, man. Just got my man's Game Change on here, man. Finna talk some Cowboys football.
what you sipping? You sipping some Kool-Aid?
Nah, that's some sweet tea, man. So here's so we don't get fined. Come on, guys. Let's get this shit understood. I'm not a Rockets fan, man. We all here so we don't get fined. Everybody on here so we don't get fined. If you on my channel, you here so you don't get fined, man. Just here so I won't get fined, boss. Simp 547 said, "What's up, Game Changer?" Can you see the chat?
Yeah. I'm telling him what's up. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
That man, Buddy Johnson. Did the Rockets win? I don't know. I know LeBron lost.
Nah, they still playing this halftime.
The
Halftime, they
Rockets,
still playing.
Cavaliers lost. That's a plus for us. I just want.
Yeah. I can't stand LeBron, dog.
Cavaliers lost. Y'all should be happy about that. Simp and Buddy Johnson. What's the first topic, man? Y'all tell me. What y'all want the first topic to be right now? Y'all tell me. This y'all show. I'm trying to have y'all watching. What y'all want to talk about first? I don't even care. Just Ron Smith in here, man. What's going on, man? I'm trying to figure out what y'all want the first topic to be. Tell me. Defense.
Defense, okay. Hey, you go for it, dog.
Have we done enough? No, we haven't done enough, man. I don't want to get Earl Thomas. I'm just gonna keep it real. I want Derwin James. I'm at home walking for a bit, and then I gotta go get some sleep so I can go to work. Oh man, I hear you, Ron. I appreciate you just stopping through, man. Nah, man, we ain't got enough. I want Derwin James. Earl Thomas 29. I ain't gonna get on that. I want Derwin James. I want some young, fresh legs, man. Earl Thomas has broke his leg before, man. I don't know. I want some young, fresh legs. I think we doing okay as far as cornerbacks. Safety is definitely a problem. Linebacker is definitely a problem. We got to plug up that middle some more. David Irving, he's such a wacky guy, man. I don't know. I want to keep him, but there's always something going on with him. Like you can get a nipple ring
on his titty and stuff.
Fuck, you got a nipple? What are you doing? What is that? The fuck are you doing? What the
Hey,
fuck?
that's that new stuff, man. I ain't part of it though.
Yeah, Ron, I want Derwin James. I don't want Earl Thomas. Everybody was all excited about Earl Thomas, man. They felt the same way about Pac-Man Jones. I don't want Earl Thomas just off. I want somebody we can do long term with, man. Let's get Derwin James, young guy.
Hey, Crown J, you want me to answer that question real quick? What Simp said?
What about the defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you think, man?
We not done, man. We not finished because it looks like the running game and the defense is going to carry us. We have to get linebackers and safety. Those are the two main needs. Um, I, Derwin James is more of a strong safety, in my opinion. You can move him around, but he's more of a strong safety, and we kind of need that veteran experience because, like, you don't want to get too. You have the veteran experience, the veteran presence around you. 29 is really not that old, if you ask me. But I wouldn't mind getting Earl Thomas as a free safety, getting Derwin. But I don't think we will get Derwin unless we move up. We're going to have to give up something, two picks or something, to get Derwin, put him at strong and leave. Put Earl at free safety. That would be a nasty defense. And for linebacker, ooh, linebacker. We got the cap room to get Bowman. He's still a free agent, right? Because people
Yeah,
are still. If we can get Bowman, Lee, Jalen, and still add depth in the draft, that would be good for us. That will put us in a great position. Cause we do play a lot of nickel. We still need depth at the linebacker position. Cause when Sean Lee go out, who you gonna trust? Damian Wilson?
right, right, right. No, I hear you. I'm with you. Buddy Johnson said the roles were reversed, and we had Jimmy H. You mean Jimmy G was in Dallas and Dak was in San Francisco. Dak would be MVP. What you think, TJ? Yeah, I like San Fran. I like San Fran plays. They just needed a quarterback. And man, I don't know, man, because I ain't really watched Jimmy G, man. I just heard about him a lot last year. Couldn't we get Eric Reed cheaper? I don't know. Vita Vea, man. I just think it's a
Hey
name.
man, what's this obsession with Vita Vea, man? When have we ever prided ourselves on the D tackle? Like, can we stop? Like, I understand that's your opinion and that's the popular saying, but can we stop?
I
Why
told
would
you
we
what
need
it
a DT in
was.
the first round?
I told
Like,
you
that's
what it
that's kind
was,
of get on
man.
my.
It's the popularity thing. It's the and not no disrespect to you, Ron. Not talking about you, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that's what I. Yeah.
most people they just hear these big names like the Will Hernandez and the Vita Vea, and they just go run into it because that's the name being talked about. Ain't no goddamn Dallas Cowboy watch Vita Vea or Will Hernandez last year, and they acting like they know everything about them. Only thing any of us ever saw is the highlight tapes. It's easy to put a highlight tape together. You can put a good highlight tape together of Mark Sanchez. You can put a good highlight tape together of Nolan Carroll. You can put a highlight tape together of goddamn Robert Bland, fucking Cedric Thorne. It's easy to put a highlight tape together, man. What these guys gonna do in the clutch though? What they gonna do in the clutch when it's really time to step up? You know what I'm saying? It's Cowboys gotta stick to what they know. Honestly, man, we need a safety. We need line. We need, and they go get the Thomas guy for a linebacker. The Cowboys are some crazy bastards, man. They do some crazy shit. Dog, he is a monster. When the last time you seen 300 plus linemen that can backflip, you right. I didn't watch him, and his highlight is not long for shit because it ain't many. I seen a lot of shit where people got the best of him.
Well, he's mainly a run stopper, and people don't realize that. They try to say he's an all around. No, he's a run stopper. We don't need a run stopper.
No, we
We
don't need
have Malik Cop. Like, we need a
no.
safety and a linebacker.
Yeah, we need a
We can
safety
get
and a
it.
linebacker.
Like, you can get a quality DT late in the draft. Like, it's still some good ones out there. He's not no. I don't know why
Scott
people keep
Linehan
treating him
injured
like he's
though.
a.
Let me
Why
ask
why
y'all
why
this:
people?
we didn't have Vita Vea last year when we shot Kareem Hunt down. We didn't have Vita Vea then. and we made Kareem Hunt look like shit. You know what I'm saying? Sean Lee put it on that boy. We need linebacker depth. We need offensive line depth. We need more safety help. I don't give a damn what Tyron Smith say. He said the shit. He said the same shit last year to Mickey Spagnuolo that he felt like he was in the best shape of his life. He said the same shit again this year. I don't care what he say. We still need some more help. I know we got Cameron Flynn. We need more. We need more. Philly didn't lose a step because they did good in free agency. Cowboys, they got slapped in the mouth. We got slapped in the mouth in 2015 and we went 4-12. We came back in 2016 and went 13-3. 2017, we was on the high horse. Thought we had everything figured out. Didn't know Zeke was gonna get suspended. Tyron back was gonna act up again. Then we got slapped in the mouth again. So this year, they start off by getting receivers I never heard of.
Oh, I got some. Hey, hold on. I got something for that. Let me tell you this. So people talk about how in 2016 we were undefeated without Dez. Weren't we undefeated without Tyron Smith?
Yeah.
When Chaz Greenfield in for him?
Yep.
So what's the point? So shouldn't he be released too? Oh, okay.
See?
Like people don't like to talk about that, man. Like that stuff irritates me, dog. Like
Cowboys are brought in the house. I'm gonna tell you what I worry about. What I worry about is something people just completely ignore. Dez Bryant was a threat. Dez Bryant, like I said, Beasley should have shook Dez Bryant's hand when Beasley caught that touchdown against Kansas City. He was in the red zone. Dak was in shotgun. When they hiked the ball, the safety immediately went over and helped the cornerback cover Dez because they know what
Exactly, dog.
It left Beasley wide open for a touchdown. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all saying we don't need a big-time wide receiver or dog because of the running game? How much you think Zeke gonna run? And let me ask you this: you know how poor your running game gonna be when DBs ain't worried about your wide receivers because none of them are a threat. Don't you understand that they're gonna fill up that box now because they ain't got to worry about covering? What they gonna double T? They're gonna double T Will? No, we probably.
And then what's gonna happen when Dak has to throw over 20 times? What's gonna happen when Dak has to throw over 20 times?
We probably gonna have a rookie over there. And the DBs ain't gonna have to double no rookie, so they're gonna fill up the box and worry about Zeke. And they gonna see. You can't have no running game when the fucking DBs ain't gotta worry about your damn wide receiver because he ain't no threat. Ain't no rookie gonna be a big enough threat to get double covered. It's just not gonna happen. They're gonna fill up that box and worry about Zeke, and Dak gonna have to throw 20 times.
Hey, listen to this. People want to talk about his record the past 2 seasons. What's the record when he has to throw over 20 times? Terrible when he has to throw over 20 times. I don't see people bringing up that stat though. That's my thing. Like you can bash Dez.
Go ahead, bro.
You can bash Dez. You can look up stats for him, but you don't want to look up bad stats for Dak. You just want to look up the 40 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. When most of those when he had about 14 rushing TDs, take those away. How many passing TDs does he have?
Cowboys was a good team. Exactly. No, listen to me, y'all. Do y'all understand what Dez Bryant being gone? That really gonna put 8 like Zeke gonna look up and see hella men. Y'all understand what this gonna do? They finna fill up the box. They ain't gotta worry about double covering Dez Bryant 88. He gone. Who they gonna double cover? T Will? A rookie? Ain't no veteran cornerback gonna need help on a rookie wide receiver. They finna fill up that box like Cowboy fan Marquis say. He about to see a 9-man box. It's about to be ugly. It's about to be ugly.
When he see that 9-man box, let's see what them slot receivers can do then. What they can do then.
No, let's see what Lanahan them got to say then because they got rid of their biggest threat. They got rid of their biggest threat that caused double coverage in the red zone. They got rid of them. In the red zone, they ain't about to worry about Zeke. Because the quarterback finna play man to man. Because ain't nobody scared of T. Will, and ain't nobody scared of whoever they gonna have at number one, which probably gonna be a rookie. We'd be all right. Allen Hurns decent. Yeah, that's why the Jacksonville got rid of him because he decent. Allen Hurns, bro. Before this year, how many of y'all heard of Allen Hurns? Keep it real.
I never heard of that nigga in my life. I'm just be honest. I ain't heard about him now.
Yeah,
what's the
tight
name?
ends are the new receiver. Tight ends are they're a beefed up receiver, man. It's just the way the game is.
Hey DJ, say we draft Sutton since we was the only one at his private workout. He's nothing but a glorified edge, man. Without the passion though, dog. Like he's not even better than
the passion and the experience. So they ain't gonna have to double him. They're gonna focus on 20. They're gonna focus on 21. I know ain't nobody
saying we need to be
before then. Now everybody hype on him. Everybody hype on him. Nobody ever heard of him.
Exactly, because he was the hottest on the market, the biggest name. Oh my God, let's get Allen Hurns. Didn't even know who he was.
Never heard of him.
They just be dick riding, man. Dick riding anything that just comes out the media mouth.
Never heard of
Allen Hurns. That shit be pissing me off, man.
Sanjay Lal, Allen Hurns, never heard. Our threat is multiple receivers. Cowboys abroad, I don't even understand that statement. Yeah,
he being funny, bro. He being funny, bro.
One.
So when we pass, he's basically saying we just gonna play spread offense, basically.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. Like, yo, Cowboys abroad, man, it's gonna hurt us, man. Put it like that. It's gonna hurt us. In the red zone, it's gonna hurt us.
Hey, Marquis said we should get a tight end, but Jason is still gonna be in the way. It's in the minutes. So why get a tight end in the first place?
Tight ends are the new receiver. I'm telling people, man.
But no. Understand this: the Cowboys, they still gonna let Jason Witten get most of the minutes. 3rd and 10, he can't even run 10 yards. It takes him about 10 seconds to run 10 yards.
He can't run 10 yards. He can't run 10 yards. Jason Witten's gonna hurt us. Jason Witten is starting this year, he's gonna hurt us. That's why I get so pissed when people I know talk about we getting younger, but then take up for Jason Witten. He's a veteran. He's a veteran in a class act. What the?
Bro, that's another thing, bro. I heard from people. Just because you vocal doesn't mean like why do people hate vocal leaders, man?
Space
like all Dez wanted to do was do.
You're right, Space Cowboy. We did ruin James Hanna's talent because of Witten. He was held back because of Witten. Yo, Cowboys abroad. You forgot who our offense is. We don't do that.
What did he say?
We don't do that. He said spread the ball around and multiple targets. You forgot who? I'm sorry. Have you met Lanahan? That's the logical thing to do. What you saying? We don't do logical. It ain't Dick riding. Hurns is next man up. He's a Cowboy now.
Shut the fuck up. None of them has as many 1,000-yard seasons as Dez. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
Hurns got 1,000-yard season. That was 2015.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If Dez has more yards than all of them combined, I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yeah.
More touchdowns and yards. So you can shut that up.
Game change. On 3rd and 10, you throw it to Witten, and you get 3 yards.
Exactly. See?
Yep.
Like, that's what pisses me off, man. Like, I see them. I say, like, why are you
Take it easy, bro. Thank you for coming through, man. Gotta get some rest. Go, hey, handle that, brother. Peace out, man. Appreciate you stopping by, bro. Yo, Cowboy fan Marquise, that's funny. 3rd and 10. I'm telling y'all, man. Go back to that Seattle game. We was 3rd and 7. This motherfucker got 3 yards. We were 3rd and 7. And wasn't nobody on him. It's just by the time he caught it and turned this slow ass around, they got over there. That's why they don't want to defend Jason Witten. For what? He ain't going nowhere.
He said only reason we heard about her, haven't heard about her is because he has Blake Bortles as a quarterback.
Only reason we haven't heard about her is because Blake. That's not true. That's not true. I done seen receivers that then left their team because their quarterback was trash, and I heard about them. That's not true.
Julius Thomas.
Yep, that's not true. No, that's definitely not true. No, sir. Like I said earlier, if you want to get young and be consistent, exactly. That's my thing, Space Cowboy. Be consistent with your analogy. What's up, my Cowboys family in the house? When it's third and long, I always say don't throw it 82, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. That's you can't. You don't know. And y'all think my talk be hate. It don't. It be concern, man. Like y'all understand. I want to win. Like you're telling the NFL that you want a Dak friendly offense. You're telling them what you want. Well, we need
Exactly.
Dak to be unorthodox. We don't need them to know what type of receivers we looking for. Dak friendly. We don't need them to know that. We need Dak to be able to adjust with whatever the fuck he got.
Exactly.
We need Dak to be able to adjust with whatever he got, man. And I want that. As my quarterback, I want them guys to fear Dak, man. I want guys to fear Dak Prescott again. In 2016, they didn't know what to do with him. I want to bring that back, man. You know, and I just think you can't go in with if you're going in with a plan to put.
Come on, man.
What happened? It's a safe out, man.
I'm talking about the game, bro. Oh my god, bro.
My Cowboy family.
Now they choking, bro.
My Cowboys family, I got a question for you. If we don't have a real, true number one receiver, wouldn't that make it hard for Zeke to get yards? Because then they'll fill up the box more if they ain't got to worry about doubling a receiver. Wouldn't that kind of hurt us not having a real, true number one? Because then the DBs ain't got to worry about doubling.
Nah, Crown J. Look at Space Cowboy comment. He basically said the same thing I said. He's basically another Dez. Except Dez was better coming out of college than Sutton. So, like, what? You just getting a younger Dez. Except he's less vocal. They want puppets. They want people to shut their mouth. That's why they got rid of T.O. and some more people because they were quiet.
Game changer. What would you think about drafting Rosen if he fell? I would. So Cowboy fan Marquis said, what you think about drafting Rosen if he fell?
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even watch college. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
You don't watch college football?
No, dog. I started watching that a long time ago.
Oh man, that's the shit, man.
I just know. I don't fall into the hype.
I want Derrick James. I want Shaquem Griffin. I want Fumagalli. Those are the players I want. Like, man, I don't understand this whole Jason Witten thing, but I feel we have to play a spread offense. And Cowboys Abroad said it would work if we spread the offense, but I told him, hello, have you met Lanahan? Your logic would work, but that's not how we play. We don't spread the ball. We don't spread the ball out to give multiple receivers an opportunity to catch it. We need to, but they don't. Our QB.
Oh,
Spread that ball out would really help us, man. It would really help. Oh my God.
who was that? Marquise? He said QB.
He said he's a QB from UCLA. Yeah, I want Derwin James. I'm not too fond on. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not.
Y'all keep talking about Derwin James. Tell me tell me what do you think we would have to do to get Derwin James? Because everybody's gonna want him.
But look though,
The Bucks need a safety.
That's true.
Multiple teams need a safety.
I'm not too fond on Earl Thomas, man. Like I don't know, man. I'm skeptical about that. I don't want to give up I don't want to give up none of our spots. I want all our spots.
So you want to go like real young. I don't want to go too young, you know what I'm saying?
Give up
Cause
second or third.
most fan base is saying I want to ring. I want number 6 this year. They say that every year. Why do you want to like? I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. Why people want to go like get rid of
My
all the
Cowboys
veterans,
family,
but you don't
I
want to
feel
get.
you. But I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not giving up the first. I can't give up no first round pick. Oh my God, there goes Dallas Cowboy football news. Oh Lord,
The Allen Hurns bandwagon.
I want a safety.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Dallas Cowboy fake news?
It
What's
would be a
up?
lot, but if you want a safety, get the best one. Yeah, I don't know about the Earl Thomas thing, man. I don't know,
Hey,
man.
hey, Buddy Johnson. I agree with you, man. I want that linebacker Edmonds, bro.
That's what my Cowboy family said. They want a linebacker too in the first round.
Yeah, I don't know why people want a safety in the first, man.
I want to say, my thing is, I need an explanation as to see. Do you want a linebacker for depth, or do you want a starter?
Hey, bro, think about this. Chris Richard. He found Cam Chancellor,
Oh my
Richard Sherman.
God, Cowtown Tex. I ain't fucking with you, man. This is oh man. Cowtown Tex when they come in here and tell me why Dez Brown was the worst wide receiver in the NFL. Don't come over here starting, man.
Bro, he be off the lean, bro. I remember I heard him one time. He sounded like he was off some lean or something.
Starter, but can take 8 weeks. If Gregory gets reinstated, we have the strongest DN rotation in the league. I agree.
Hey, Space Cowboy, who would you want to pick up then to replace Lee in the draft? What linebacker would you want to pick up?
He ready to replace Lee. I want to give Sean Lee one more year. And if he can't play a full season this year, he got to go. He's making $11 million this year. Cowtown Texas, you know I ain't lying. Damn, everybody want a linebacker first round. Well, excuse me.
Bro, think about it, bro. It's all a setup, bro. Just to get Earl Thomas. Why you think they back talking to Earl Thomas? Because they got cap room now.
Yeah. If he come, I hope he can stay healthy, man. I ain't worried about the play because I know he's good. I just hope he can stay healthy.
This is the sad part about the Cowboys. They focus on the media. They mainly focus on the media, what's hot. Like, focus on you, man. Focus on the team. Don't focus on what the media want. Focus on what the Cowboys want. The media wanted Dez gone, and they fell for it. You know what I'm saying? They fell for it.
My Cowboys family, you got to agree with me on this. You know how, man, you always talk about our condition coaches. Will we bring Earl Thomas in and he start having hamstring injuries? My Cowboy MCF, you know how we talk about the coaches, the conditioning coaches, man. We don't know what type of program they're running over there, but all our players either have back or hamstrings, man. So I just don't want Earl Thomas to come over here and get caught up in that little injury thing that we have every year with the hamstrings and the backs, man. Space boy. Trade down, get Edmonds and add a second. May have to trade for Thomas with the extra cap and Ben with Chris Richard. That's big, and he's home. You know what? That's you know what? That's agreeable. I can see that. We fired our conditioning coaches. Did they? I hope they did, Cowboys abroad. Did they really?
I gotta look that up.
Oh, they got fired? I didn't know. Thank you.
Oh, they really did.
Thank you. Finally. Me and MCF stayed talking about that. Like, that's been an issue for years.
Or 16 games. Beast. T-Will, we don't know. T-Will was never fast. He was no faster than Dez. I don't know what speed you talking about. He was no faster than Dez. Sim 547.
You get rid of a receiver who had almost 1,000 yards, but kept the receiver that didn't have a touchdown. If we get Thomas, then it's 100% certain that they are going wide receiver. Man,
go linebacker, bro.
If they get Earl Thomas,
I say go linebacker. If we get Thomas, we still have to go linebacker in the first, man. I'm telling you.
If they get Earl Thomas, they definitely going linebacker first round, no doubt. That Sean Lee shit hurt us too bad. If they get Space Cowboy, I said if they get Space Cowboy, Space Cowboy go suit up and be a safety. Space Cowboy in the sarcastic voice, what's my position, coach? Yeah. Gotta run. Man, thank you, dude. Appreciate you coming by, bro. Appreciate you coming by, man. Yeah, man. Game Changer just chopping it up, man. This dude know his shit. Yeah, man. If the Cowboys get Thomas, it's an automatic playoff.
Man, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut up.
I don't know about that, man. I don't want to say that, man. You know, this is the Cowboys we talking about. They know how to fuck up anything good, man. I got a feeling we getting Sutton. I hope not. I want Gallup in the second. Put me in, coach. Those Space Cowboy funny as shit. Hey, Dallas Cowboy football news. You want to come on? You want to get on here and live and make everybody mad in the chat?
Hey, Cowtown, who is Gallup? Who is Gallup? Who is that Gallup guy?
I think it's about what position you play at and what value. Oh, Sim 547. Dallas Cowboy football news said we get Earl Thomas. That's automatic playoff. You agree? Oh my God, he want to come on. I gotta bring him in so he can make everybody mad. Oh,
he be saying the dumbest shit, bro. Let's be honest. I'm Team Witten. I'm Team Witten.
Oh shit!
I'm pro Witten.
If Seattle wants more than a third round pick, they can kick rocks. Exactly. They want more than third round. They can get the hell on with that. Michael Gallup, wide receiver. Okay. Y'all, I just want a Jason Witten. He got it. Oh boy, there he go.
What happened?
Oh boy. Dallas Cowboy football news is in the house. Do your intro, man.
What's going on, you guys? Dallas Cowboy football news. Thank you for having me on, DJ. And Game Changer, appreciate the invite.
Hold up now. Earlier you said his name is Team Changer.
Hey, I've been on this chat. I've been on this. I've been on this chat with you guys for about 7 minutes, and I'm proud of you guys. Y'all haven't mentioned that guy that just got released on Friday, so let's just keep it up and not talk about him.
Anyways, like I was saying, if they get Earl Thomas, there's no doubt that linebacker is going to be the first round.
Put me in, coach. All pro safety. I'm the best safety.
This is what we about to do. This is what we about to do right now. Game Changer, I need you to tell Dallas Cowboy football news why you give Dak so much criticism for 2017.
Why I give him so much criticism?
Why you criticize his game so much for 2017, and why is people making excuses for Dak?
That's I wish I could explain, but like it's kind of hard because I don't want to go off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go off because I be getting mad. I get passionate about it because when it comes to Dez, I've never seen so much hate for Dez in like 2017. This is probably the worst year I've seen Dez get hated for. Dez dropped it, all that bullshit, throw up the L, all of that, man. Like, and then Dak feet has been sluggish since his rookie year. I've been told people, man, like.
So let me ask you this.
It's multiple things wrong with Dak and multiple things wrong with Dez. But Dez get the most heat for it because his paycheck and the money he make. I mean, that's his paycheck and who he is and his personality. Outspoken guy, you know, he's not humble, you know. Dak, on the other hand, makes less money, second year, gets all the slack. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's whatever, dog. Like that. Diz is off the team. Let's talk about the Cowboys. Let's talk about the Cowboys.
That's what they say. It's Space Cowboy. They say it's about to start.
It's about the star. We them boys. We're going to the
Let me ask y'all a question. When the last time any team in the league has been scared of the fucking star? Nobody ever respected the star.
None.
What did T.O. do? What did T.O. do? Fuck your star, Jerry. And then he's on the team. Okay, like, come on, and then Mark Holmes, respect the star. It's all about the star, not the player with the star. Like, come the fuck on. Nobody ever respected the star. Nobody has respected the star.
Is respected by many ways. And one way is you look at every draft class, and 9 out of 10 guys will say they want to play for the Cowboys. That's how the star is respected these days. No matter what their record is, players want to be on the Dallas Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott said it.
How does that do it?
It's respected. The star is respected still. It's the number one. It's the number one memorabilia selling sports franchise.
It's not respect.
So they're the number one.
How does that mean respect? How does that mean respect? How does that mean respect?
Because Cowboy fans still respect that goddamn star.
So let me get this straight. Wait. We respect the star because we're fans of it, but the star doesn't respect us by no means. They either put a fluke on the field, and I hate to say that, but it's true. or they
change teams. It's that easy. Change teams.
I don't want to change teams.
If you feel that salty about your own team, change teams. It's that simple.
Hold on, time out. Listen, I love this team more than anything else besides, my family. I love them dear and dear to my heart, friends and family. But if I truly did not love this team, why would I not be criticizing it?
There is teams worse. There was the Cleveland Browns. There was the Raiders that didn't hit 500 since 2003 most recently. The Redskins, I mean, look at them. We're not the worst franchise in this league. You might think it, but trust me, there's fans out there that got a lot worse.
The worst franchise. This is about the star. Nobody respects it. Nobody's fucking afraid of the star. Who was afraid of the star?
Tell me, every time the Denver Broncos won their fucking Super Bowl week 2 last year. You know why? Because they wanted to play, they wanted to beat the Cowboys. That's the level of respect. When you go out there on the field and you put everything you have against the Cowboys, you're respected. Whenever teams, when they play us, it's like a fucking Super Bowl to them. We're respected. You're just overlooking it.
Well, let me say this, man. If every team play us is like a Super Bowl to them, why the fuck we don't feel the same ways towards them? Why did the Broncos do that to us? Why did Phillip Rivers do that to us? So why the Cowboys don't feel the same way? Why we getting blowed out by teams and you got to label it as them playing a Super Bowl? It's that bad. They beat us.
Because there's a head coach in that position. I'll buy a cake when Jason Garrett is gone. Mark that down. I will buy a cake when Garrett. That's the next guy I want gone. But in the meantime, he ain't going goddamn nowhere. He ain't going a goddamn place.
Won 2 Super Bowls last season. That what you're saying?
Say that again.
So you're saying the Eagles won 2 Super Bowls last season?
I didn't say anything about the Eagles.
You said every team that plays us is like a Super Bowl. Don't backtrack. No.
Exactly. Every team that plays. The Cleveland Browns could be fucking 0 and goddamn 10. They play the goddamn Cowboys, and it's like they're a whole different fucking team. Why? Because they're playing.
That's every year with the Browns, man. What are you talking about? They trying to win 1 game. Every team they go against is like they Super Bowl.
Let me ask y'all this. Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Man. Let me ask y'all this. People, what's the most well-known, when you think of the NBA, all bullshit aside, you think of the Los Angeles Lakers because what they did in the past. When you talk about the Cowboys, it's because what they did in the 90s. That's what they respected. They haven't respected this team. They laugh at us. Last year, 2016, yeah, we beat the Redskins every year. But Fat Rob really sat on camera and said, ain't nobody afraid of the Cowgirls. Yeah, we beat them. But the fact that people are saying that on TV, they don't respect this team. It's a joke. Our coaching staff has made this team a joke. Name a year. 2014, they couldn't touch our offensive line. 2016, when we played Cincinnati in 2016, goddamn Pac-Man Jones said his daughter can run through some of them gaps. That's how beastly they were. But this shit always get ruined because of coaches. They're not afraid because they know our offense is pitiful. It's trash. They're not afraid of our decent defense because it's Marinelli with the crappy ass temper too. They're not afraid of none of that shit. We have the talent. Our O-line got wasted. Tony Romo got wasted. Des Bryant, even with him being a freak of nature when he got all them damn yards, he would have got wasted. These guys don't know how to coach. That's why Dallas Cowboys fan in 1980 said he hope our players outplay our coaches. Because that's the only way we win is when we have the best players on the motherfucking field. When it's time for them to coach, we lose. That's why they don't respect that star. Because our coaches put us in a position to where they know everything we about to do. Dak Prescott, the fucking guy y'all say is Brady-esque, who y'all say is going to be a Hall of Famer, Pro Bowler. He went 4 games last year without a motherfucking touchdown. What quarterback is doing that? 4 games.
It was the second year. Dak Prescott had one bad year.
Hold on. Not only that, because I know Simon's put this in the chat, and I was literally just about to say this. The reason people want to play the Cowboys and you want to be like, oh, it's because they respect the star. No, it's because we have the label America's team, and people want to be like, it's the dumbest thing that someone. I hate the label of America's team because it puts a target on your back.
And who calls the Cowboys America's team except Dick Riders? I never called them America's team. I don't know any.
Listen to me and see, R87. This is my thing. Dak will go far. He will get there. But see, fans like to use this double-edged sword when they say his rookie year he was Brady-esque. They talk about he threw the minimum amount of interceptions in the league, but in his second year, when he take a step back, I can't criticize him. But they can praise him in 2016, but 2017, I can't criticize him. They throw the rookie stamp on him. Oh, it's only his second year. Well, y'all wasn't saying that last year. I got a right to criticize him. And I'm going to do it because he's the quarterback of the team I love, and I'm going to complain about him throwing unnecessary interception. Throwing interception when you got 3 defenders around your 1 wide receiver. That's unnecessary. That ain't got nothing to do with being a rookie. A motherfucking college quarterback wouldn't do that. Those are just bonehead mistakes that he makes, and I'm going to call him out. I don't care how simple they are. I'm going to call him out like I call out our coaching staff. I'm going to call out everybody. Yes, Des Bryant got the ball punched out of his hand versus Seattle. He should have got benched for that shit.
Yeah, that's his fault. Yeah.
He should have got benched for that shit. He's a veteran. You don't let nobody punch the ball out your hand. But there's no goddamn way that y'all is not going to tell me a second-year quarterback who throws 13 interceptions can get, it's only his second-year stamp on him. That's bullshit. You've been around veterans for 2 years. You know how this game go. You got on your big boy pass. This is your second year in the league. 13 interceptions. Yeah, man, half of them wasn't your fault. But the rest of them, they were you, buddy. Can't bro, come on, bro. A pick six versus the Chargers? What?
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, Crown J. Exactly what you're saying. But at this point in the offseason, the many OTAs, the workouts, all that starts tomorrow. So now we got to focus on how can we make this team better? What knowledge do we have that we can spread out there to make Dak better, right?
Agreed.
So now it's the point where now the Dez is released. All that's behind us.
How is the coaching staff going to help make Dak better? They can't. We don't have coaches like that. That's his point. We as fans can't do that either.
Dak Prescott wanted Kellen Moore, and that's on Dak. Dak needs to take accountability.
That's Leonard that wanted Kellen Moore. When Dak said he wanted Kellen Moore?
He came out publicly and said he wanted Kellen Moore. Look it up, Mr. Google.
And you know my problem. He did come out and say that. And you know my problem is with that. He didn't take up for Dez, and I'm through.
So if Dak has a bad year after he handpicked his quarterback coach, then we got to slam Dak on that one. Because me personally, I don't think Kellen Moore can help Dak. They're 2 different quarterbacks, and Kellen Moore hasn't proved anything in the NFL to be worthy of that coaching position.
Agreed.
So now at the end of the day,
Leonard went to Dak and asked him what he think about Kellen Moore being a quarterback coach, and Dak agreed.
Sure, yeah. Let's keep him. Sure.
And I know we're all on the same page. I mean, obviously, like when people say, "Oh, Dak did this and this," it's like, I mean, for example, you DJ, it's like I understand you're trying to, like, you aren't hating on him, you're just being honest and
no, I'm not. I like my quarterback.
Yeah, no, I get you. My point I'm trying to get at is that now Dak is in a situation where they're going to try to the whole tailoring this offense to what they deem is necessary to make him function as a good or make him function as a quarterback. And if it backfires, then clearly it's number one on the coaching staff. Number two, it's on Dak because clearly we made you, obviously we put you in a position to where we think that this is going to help you.
Let me ask y'all this:
Hmm.
if I do karate, and for as I get is the orange belt, I can't become a master because I didn't even know how to fight. How the fuck can Kellen Moore be a terrible ass quarterback and get the quarterback coach job?
I'm with you 1,000% on that, Crown J. With you 1,000%. And
what the fuck, man? And like you say, the Cowboys football news, like you said, start tomorrow. Only thing we can hope for is man, and I hate to say only thing we can hope for is our coach because I swear to God, y'all, I'm not being funny. I just don't see nothing changing. Only thing I see changing is the players. I see the same playbook coming back. The only thing I see beefing up is our defense. Honestly, if T. Will is still number 2, I don't see nothing changing.
I'm with you. It's the same results. Same thing with Tony Romo. I mean, look at the players from when Tony Romo was playing in 2014 and now. It's a whole different roster. And in 2016, we got the same exact result. You go to the division round playoffs and you lose at home.
To the same team.
That shit has to change.
It got to change.
The shit has to change. And I'm not a Garrett fan by any means. Yeah, he got his recognition, Coach of the Year, what he did with rookies on offense and defense. But at the end of the day, Jason Garrett is his 9th season as a Dallas Cowboy coach. The shit needs to change, and it needs to change now. The up and down roller coaster fucking seasons. This past year reminded me of 2012. We go in there, we beat the Giants, who was world champs, and then we take a shit in Seattle, and this past year it was fucking Denver. The shit needs to change. And if you want to be a winning head coach, Jason Garrett, you have to have consistency. And no more of this robotic answer shit. Start holding players accountable and fucking coach.
Yeah,
exactly.
Man. I mean, look, if you want to look at a successful guy, I mean, we look at Bill Belichick, obviously, because, people are like, oh, he's won all these championships and stuff. I mean, he hasn't played. I know he's coached a lot, but he hasn't. I think he hasn't played football on a professional level, I believe. But that being Bill Belichick, I know he played it in high school or elementary, but he never played it on a professional level.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so, but the point I'm trying to get at is with Bill Belichick, right? I understand his press conferences are okay, he normally gives the same answers or he doesn't give a lot of answers. Normally, it's if you put a lot of thought into a question, he'll give you a thoughtful answer. And if regardless of what he says on that podium, he still holds people accountable. Like with Malcolm Butler, the situation he had, he didn't even let him play in the Super Bowl, regardless of what he was. That being his the best corner for the Patriots. Even though they lost, he still had a reputation to uphold. And that's my thing. I don't care what he says in a press conference, but you have to make sure that you hold your players accountable. If you don't,
you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but I was gonna use Belichick experience because I've been coaching since the 70s, but I can't because look what that rookie coach for the Rams came and did to Jason Garrett.
Exactly.
Now you can go ahead.
No, man, I mean, that's what my whole thing was that you want to make it seem like I don't care how you answer a press conference, honestly. I understand you don't want to give all what you're trying to do away, but at the same time, we know what you're doing behind the scenes for the most part. Regardless if you're trying to tell someone behind the scenes, knock it off or something, you have to make sure you hold players accountable. I think the only time he's done that was with in 2015 when he cut a player for not having the right wardrobe. And in my honest opinion, he really should have, if he wanted to hold his player accountable, looking at Greg Hardy, what he did during that the Giants game. If I was the head coach, I would have suspended him for the next game. I don't care if he got that interception in that Seahawks game. I could care less. The dude, I would have held him accountable. Heck, if not, if this dude did the same thing after I suspended him, I would have cut him.
This man really pushed your offensive coordinator, and you just act like you didn't see none of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is not a coach. It's not a coach. He's not.
Didn't Dez try to get on him though?
Yeah, Dez tried to tell him to calm down.
Exactly. But nobody want to talk about that though.
He was grabbing. Dez was grabbing his shoulder pad, calm down, and he I'm talking to you, bro. Just talk to me. He was really and this one Dez was hurt because Dez was on the sideline, regular clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Hardy
I've
was
seen it.
pushing there. Nelly, he Tyrone Crawford trying to grab him. Look, even little Jeff E tried to grab him.
But I think there was reports coming out that Jason Garrett didn't want Greg Hardy to begin with. That was a Jerry Jones move. So I bet Jason Garrett was like, fuck that. I didn't need my guy. I didn't want him on this team. See what I'm saying? But I'm seeing comments about getting Dak competition, and I fully agree with it. Because that's one thing Rummel never had. Rummel never had to look over his shoulder. And I think bringing in competition, it will be good. It makes everybody better, right? So I think Dak Prescott needs to look over his shoulder every once in a while. Like, shit, if I don't straighten my shit up, I'm going to have this guy coming in and bending, and I'm going to be benched.
Exactly.
So we need competition. I totally agree with that.
I mean,
Exactly,
and this is my problem, like, and we know a certain some Bach Lombardi trying to make a case for Jason Garrett.
Oh my God.
Head coach. Looking at Jason Garrett's head coaching record. Now in 2010, obviously we went 5-3 with him. I mean, and it looked like okay, cool, promising stuff. You go 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. Okay, did I give him a pass for a bit? Yeah, because you had to replenish the roster. We know it was going through a rebuilding phase. But this is what kind of annoyed me. Every time I would watch those games, Romo would have to audible nearly every single play because they would give him a play and then he would change out of it because he saw what was going on. And, whether that's him being good at the quarterback, I mean, then that goes to show you that the play you're giving him isn't going to be successful. And and then in 12, you go 12-4, 4-12, 13-3, 9-7. That, and we'll give 2015 a pass, but still, you mean to tell me that you can only win one game without your starting quarterback, knowing that you have Darren McFadden, who is doing very well.
Also, he's better than Alfred Morris.
Facts.
Yeah, I wanted him to start over Alfred Morris because I felt that he was a better, because we know what we got out of him. It's just unreal, man. And then this dude loses to the same team in the playoffs twice.
Oh.
Cowtown, you really trying, ain't you? You trying so hard.
What is he saying?
Oh man, he said Dez won't have 700 this year. He said Swiss gonna be better than Dez. He said Dez
man, he been saying that for the longest. He a troll, man.
Yeah, Cowboy fan Marquise, they did Lucky Whitehead bad, even though he was innocent. They hey man.
That's what Jason Garrett does, though.
While we talking about receivers, let's talk about this though. Since quote unquote all the receivers, our top 3 receivers wasn't doing nothing, why not use our rookies like Switzer and Brown more that last season? Because when Switzer was in, I seen him and Dak had chemistry. We don't use Noah,
and he's more aggressive than Beasley. He's way more aggressive.
And then we don't use Noah Brown to block. Like, come on, dog. Like, he's a receiver too.
Yep. We don't use Noah Brown to block. We barely use him. When Ryan Switzer got in this the Eagles game, he did pretty good. Look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, like people really confuse me. Like, I don't want Dak to do bad. That's my fucking quarterback of my team. I want my team to have a good record. I want Dak to be good. But with Dak being in his 3rd year and the coaches we have, they are really not good at developing these type of things. You got to understand, in 2014, Jason Garrett didn't have to coach Romo. In 2016, Jason Garrett didn't have to coach Dak because Zeke and Dak and Beasley ran the show. But teams figured it out. All we got to do to get Beasley is cover him, double cover Beasley, and that's one of Dak's weapons that are gone. And when they took one of Dak's weapons away, Dak started to have to go downfield. And his numbers started to fall. His interception numbers went up. I'm saying him to say this is a problem that needs to be addressed so it won't happen again.
Hey, Crown J, basically what I'm saying is our personnel groups got everybody knew what we was gonna do with all the personnel. Like, we switched nothing up.
Nothing.
Yeah, man.
Wait. I was like, oh my! I said, Jason went there. You already know what they're gonna do.
Exactly. Exactly. Your point about Jason Garrett. Exactly.
And you already know what we're gonna do. Jet sweep. He's not Lucky Whitehead. Like, come on, dog. Like, ridiculous. Like, that stuff irritated me. I said, I'm probably gonna see some switcher catches. I didn't see one until week 16, 17.
We brought Swisher in and did the same Lucky Whitehead plays. They knew what it was going to be. A jet sweep.
They
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
scrap that shit. They gotta scrap the jet sweeps. That shit doesn't work.
They gotta scrap the jet sweep.
They
Exactly.
they gotta scrap
that shit.
Yeah, man, and it's just frustrating because then that postseason game, Packers at Cowboys. Oh my God, man, this is probably the most frustrated I've been with Jason Garrett in my whole life, man. Now I understand that we had that penalty on Bryce Butler, which was completely bogus.
Oh yeah, man.
But I'm gonna throw that out the window, okay? So we're driving down the field. The score is, I believe it was 28-13 at this time. We're driving. Like, Zeke is just dominating, right? He just got a 9-yard run, and you want to throw a freaking screen pass, and he like yeah, and like I had somebody message me like, Dak made a horrible. I'm like, no, because that's a stupid call. Why would you literally got 9 yards off of a Zeke run, and you're entering the red zone. And then you were so lucky that Jeff Heath picked that ball off, and it led to 7 points because
He should have had 2 picks, but they always see the Cowboys.
Sundays, man. You're drunk. Speak for yourself. Stop saying this the move we wanted. It's the move you wanted. Stop drinking tequila on Sundays, man.
It's just frustrating, man, because that was a season that we were, man, like, you had a situation where your team, your offense was giving it to the Packers, man. I know the defense definitely choked in that game.
I mean, we was feeding them, man.
Yeah, like, Dak was.
We should have never even brought Morris Claiborne back in the first place. Like,
was it Morris Claiborne? Morris Claiborne was responsible for that, like, PI call or whatever, right? I think.
No, that was Anthony Brown.
Oh, that was Anthony Brown.
But if you look back at the play,
first Green Bay last year, I thought we were smashing them, man. We were smashing Green Bay last year. And coaching. Look what
you talking about the playoff game? Yeah.
No, we didn't make the playoff. I'm talking about 2017. We was beating Green Bay.
Oh, we were destroying them, man.
We were destroying them.
Then we went away from the run. That bit us right in the ass. And then the momentum twist, and then T Will dropped the pass and interception. Momentum killed it.
That interception was not Dak's fault. That interception.
No, I know that. I said T Will caught.
I'm just saying. I'm just showing people. I don't shit on Dak. But what made me criticize Dak so much is when, and you know what? This is a number that people don't look up. Those 12 drops they said Dez got, you got to look at how many were contested by defensive back, by cornerback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, drops are subjective, man, because then that's the problem. Like, when I bring up drops, it's hard because, it's just drops. It doesn't put into – some people say there's 12. Some people say there's 6. Some people say there's 10. 6. I know. That's the problem with if you bring up drops because it's so ridiculous. And what was it? I'm trying to remember in the oh my God, I'm blanking. There was a situation in that one. Oh, this is what I was trying to bring up. The thing that annoys me is that when we get a lead, we don't extend it. We try to protect it. It's like, look, when you get a lead.
Good point, Space Cowboy. That's true.
This is the problem that I have because, and I want to say that the Rams game was a good example of this. I would say the Packers game, but I could get into that more in detail. But this is the problem. You go up. What was it, like 24-6? I don't remember the score. I think it was 17-6. I don't remember the score.
It was 17-31. Oh shit! It was 17-31. I think.
All right, I'll just bring up the Packers game because that makes more sense because we all know about that. So you're up 21-6, okay, and that's the score going into half, I think. And you mean to tell me that it's like, okay, guys, we're just gonna run the ball, and I get it, like that. Sure, you stick with your game plan, but I know that the players are going to adjust. I know that the other team's going to adjust. But and this is a clear example of terrible coaching because when you get complacent and you want to play it safe, then that screws yourself over. Because when we're going to extend the lead, like for example, when we went up 24-22, okay. We get a stop on, I believe it was a sack, and we did a very good job getting Green Bay off the field quickly. We're going to drive to extend the lead. We're not going to just run the ball to drain the clock. No, you have to score points. Stop it with this whole, we're just going to play it safe. No. You have to keep your foot on gas. Why do you think the Patriots blow out everybody? Or they keep playing?
Man, Zeke hit him for 116 in that Green Bay game, and we still lost, man. He hit him for
What
116.
about that Seahawks game?
Oh my
They only had
God.
130 yards,
Dude,
and they still won the game.
all their points came off of turnovers.
See, bro,
130 yards, and they still won the fucking game.
exactly. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be forever scarred about that Chargers game. Forever. That's never gonna go away. Dez better start selling them. Carlton, get your ass out of here. You trolling now. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck on somewhere, man. We ain't thinking about you. Yo, that Chargers game is a prime example of coaching issues.
Heck, all those games, the Falcons, Eagles, and Chargers,
Yeah.
man, you are close. Like, you're okay. It was a 3-point game versus Atlanta. You're down by 3. You're up by 2 versus Philadelphia, and you're down by 3. And then you get blown out in the second half. Like, what the heck?
You know what I realized though through all those games? The defense kept us in most of those games. They just got tired. But I play defense. When you get tired, you start trash. I'm sorry.
Somebody tell me how we only get 7 versus Atlanta. Somebody please.
They was kind of getting some bullshit though, cause like it was so many calls that could have they went their way that game.
Oh, yo, I saw one play they knocked Beasley down. That was crazy.
Yeah, bro, that play had me heated, bro. Like that, they was like, I'm like, you not gonna call that, Rick? You not gonna call that?
Okay.
Legal test?
28-6 versus the Chargers. Somebody talk to me. What happened?
Dude, that was embarrassing, man.
The offense. That's what happened. Offense.
Clearly, man, you mean to tell me that you can't even muster a single point in the first half? Yeah, sure, it was 3-0, but still. I mean, and then you have the nerve to because every time I would watch it, I'm like, why is Dak consistently dropping back the pass? Where's the run game? It was non-existent.
And Zeke was there. Wasn't Zeke there?
He was?
No, he wasn't there in the Chargers game. No, but if you're talking about the Seattle game was the same thing, except the first half they were doing exactly what they had to do. Give the ball to Zeke, let him do his thing, get him back in the game, and they were doing that. We were leading 9-7, and then they want to get
that interception, and then that pick six. Ugh.
That's what irritates me more is we all agree that the coaching staff is horrible, and it shows because it's Dak Prescott is not a guy that can just step back, throw 40, throw 40 passes in a game. That's not his bread and butter, man. You got to run the ball.
It's not. Oh, so Zeke wasn't there the Atlanta game neither, huh?
Nope.
No.
But we were looking good.
And Darren McFadden only played one step and had one carry.
That is so stupid. That is so motherfucking stupid to do.
Well, with that Chargers game though, it was only 0-3 at halftime, and the Chargers made the adjustments and the Cowboys didn't. They scored 12 points in the third quarter and 13 in the fourth. You just can't have those type of numbers. And I mean, there's just the Cowboys as of late under Jason Garrett, either they're a first half team or they're a second half team. Other than that, they're just a 50-50 roller coaster.
60-minute team. I hate that, man. About
exactly. That's what the words I was looking for. They're not a 60-minute team.
That's true.
They're a 30-minute team.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all agree that Lanahan and Garrett should have been gone before Dez Bryant?
Yes. 100%.
Yes, man.
Absolutely.
Because and I've said this numerous times, and it's if you, as a coach, cannot put a receiver that has done, I understand you be, Dez lost a step, blah, blah. Well, let me wait. If you want to say he lost a step, then why is it that he's been put in these positions that he can't flourish? And we know what Dez can do. Why can't you put him in a situation where he can win? And not only that, take pressure off of him, run the ball, make them be worried about the run game, and then that leads to the passing game being good.
Exactly. Good point. And like Football News said, the Chargers, they went in, they adjusted, okay, we got to do this. And Garrett don't adjust. He go in the locker room. He talks nothing. all year last year, all we talk about was adjustments, and we never did it. Halftime adjustment. They don't believe in it. Lanahan, you know what? Not Lanahan. Marinelli, man. At first,
Hey DJ, that's what they got them tablets for too, to adjust. Like you don't have them tablets for no reason.
exactly.
Like the film is right there. Like look at it, dog. Like
Not only that, man, like this is what kind of it makes it weird. Like, we all get on Dak for that slump he did where like he didn't have any touchdowns in three straight. Well, actually, passing touchdowns, it was 4 games. If you're talking touchdowns in total, it was 3 games. But like what kind of makes it weird is that you all of a sudden realize, hey, maybe if we run the ball, then maybe Dak can do well. And he did that in the Redskins game. He did that in the Giants game. I know people be like, oh, well, they sucked. But still, you saw it happen. And then in the Raiders game, you know what happens? We were running the ball good. Okay, cool. I know Dak was off on that game. But still, like if you can look at the Falcons, Eagles, and Chargers game, they got away from the run. And they tried to make Dak a pocket passer. And you know that Dak doesn't like doing that. Why do you think he gets all like jittery in the pocket? Because sometimes he doesn't trust the offensive line for him to block. Sometimes he didn't trust T. Will. He didn't trust Cole. He didn't trust his receivers to get sometimes his tight end, and he had to force it into triple coverage or double coverage.
Yeah, Cowboy fan Marquise, you're right. I mean, I know everybody over here right now remember that brutal press conference, that post game conference after the Falcons game when Gary got up there and I wanted to punch him in his goddamn face.
Dude, after the Chargers game, I felt
was that like this in college? Was that jittery in the pocket in college?
Yes, he was.
That's what I
He was.
But they used him more as a runner, not necessarily him
And-
sitting.
Yo,
But I'm
last
not
season in college, man. Woo!
What killed us, like last year also, was Dak's rookie year. He had 5 fourth quarter comebacks. Last year, he had 0. You have to have those comeback wins to win football games, and that is another thing.
That's all Dak. That ain't no coaching staff. That's all Dak. Simple.
But why should you be in now? I'm not trying to get on, Dak for like, you should know how to come back. But it's like, why should he be in that position to begin with?
Tony Romo was in that position a lot. Tony Romo had the most comeback wins in the NFL.
Yeah,
since
because he was forced to do that.
Yeah, because our defense was.
If you are
defense was terrible.
You do not have to do what you just did. Now, obviously, you go, well, the Patriots were down 28-3 versus the Atlanta Falcons. I get it. There are games sometimes where that happens. I get it. But like when it comes to the situation where like you're down because a certain part of your team just completely failed, then I have a problem.
Yeah, man. It's man. Like I say, y'all, it's just a lot of things that I looked at last year and realized that it was bigger than our players, but you couldn't tell Voch Lombardi that. Like it was way bigger than our players, man. Like the 8 sack to your second year quarterback, man, you scarred him, man. You scarred him for the rest of the season. Only thing Dak thought about after that was getting that ball.
Jason Garrett is like Nick Saban. What?
Like, but bro, like
and he gonna talk about, and Voch gonna have the nerve to say, "Oh, Bill Belichick claps his hands. Nick Saban claps his hands."
But they win Super Bowls and championships. When the last time we won that?
Don't even put that in. You don't even have to put Super Bowls in the conversation. They hold their players accountable. Look at the last look at the national championship game. Steven was heated on the sideline, man. He was absurdly mad when what's his name wasn't doing good. And you can't
I said who?
Jalen Hurts. Like when Nick Saban was frustrated, man, when his team wasn't making plays, and then Voch wants to have the nerve to be like, well, if Jason Witten blocks this, then it's a touchdown. I don't care. You shouldn't be doing that in the first place, man. You cannot excuse certain things that Jason Garrett does. Now, is there some play calls that are good here and there? Yeah, sure. But, that's only some. I shouldn't have to, this is what infuriates me. If I'm watching the game, you better surprise me, man. Like, I know, okay, we're going to run on first, then we're going to run again, and then we're going to pass up 3 and out. Or we're going to run on first, we're going to pass on second, we're going to pass on third, and then we're going to go 3 and out.
Yeah, man, it comes to the point where we're too predictable. And it gets so annoying.
It's so frustrating, man. Just watching this dude. Go ahead.
This
Sorry.
is what's frustrating with me. This is it right here. Jason Garrett. Not only does he not make the halftime adjustments, when have you ever seen him talk to his offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator during a game?
Exactly.
Wow. You're right.
Never seen that, bro. Thanks for pointing that out. I've never seen that, bro.
Sean McVay did it his rookie year. Bill Belichick does it all the time.
All the
plenty
time.
of coaches. I think even fucking lame ass Marvin Lewis does it. The Jason Garrett. And I seen him talk to the special teams coordinator. That's it. That's the only person I ever seen him talk to on the sideline. Even being at the games my damn self.
And this is what I have to stress. Like the Super Bowl 51 is a huge example of this because Kyle Shanahan wasn't on the sideline. He was in a booth. You know what I mean? And like when you are in a booth, you can't be there and like be like, yo, we got to do this now. Hey, man, we got to do this. Because not only that, communication is key. If you're a leader, you have to know how to communicate. Whether you're a player, whether you're a coach, whether you're some GM, you have to learn how to communicate, man. Like, if I'm the coach of the Dallas Cowboys and I have my offensive coordinator, my defensive coordinator, and I see something's wrong with my offense, be like, yo, man, what's the problem? Like, what are you seeing? Well, this is going on. Okay, then, give advice. Be like, okay, maybe we got to do this. Okay, and then adjust. Like, come on, man. You can't just sit there on the side. That's why the frig gets so vanilla. Because no one wants to change anything.
No, exactly. You're right. You're right, bro. And see, the fact that we can have this conversation right now without actually pointing players at guys who actually get on that field and bust their ass, whether it's Dak, Dez, offensive linemen, linebackers, the fact that we can have this conversation about the real deep problem with coaches not giving these guys a chance to really show what they're capable. Because I know Dak is capable of what we saw in 2016. He is capable of that. He didn't have the depth. He didn't have protection that he should have had it. As far as Dez Bryant, when they figured him out, when Dez Bryant, it should have been like that. Dak could not do when you force Dak Prescott to throw 20 times a game or whatever. It's gonna be.
I reckon it's very negative. It's very negative.
Yeah, when you force Dak to throw that many times because your running game is trash because your best running back is gone, and you're asking Alfred Morris to do what Zeke did, which is ridiculous. It's so stupid. You're basically asking Alfred Morris to do what Zeke did, and you're asking Dak to do what Tony Romo did, and that's our game plan. And then you tell Ryan Switzer to do what like Lucky Whitehead did, jet sweep. That's the Cowboys game. Running back, ball to Dez, jet sweep. That's it.
And you know what's kind of crazy? Because I bring up the Tennessee Titans in this situation because the front office holds themselves, holds their coaches extremely accountable. Remember what they were saying? If Tennessee doesn't win this playoff game, he's getting fired. Like, first it was if he didn't make the playoffs, he was getting fired. They make the playoffs. Okay, if he doesn't win a playoff game, he's fired. They win a playoff game. They go to New England and they get blown out. Guess what? He still got fired. So it shouldn't matter. Like, oh, well, he made the playoffs, so therefore.
This is last year. I mean, this is 2017, right?
Yeah. And and that's my thing, man. Like, you hold your people accountable. I don't care if you want to. Well, if you lose the Super Bowl, it better be like. And I know what you are capable of. Then you got to get out of here, man. I don't care if you won a Super Bowl, if you lost the Super Bowl. That shouldn't be a determining factor of, okay, do I give you your job back? You know what I mean? Because, like, if the situation was, well, if Tony Romo had a Super Bowl ring, right, and Dak Prescott came in and he was still doing what he was doing, and they just put Romo back in just for the fact that he had a ring on his finger, hypothetically, that's still stupid, man. I mean, look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. People want to get on us for choking in the playoffs, man. Look at what happened to Pittsburgh, man. They always play down the competition. And but at least Mike Tomlin is vocal, and being vocal isn't a bad thing.
Like, we have nobody to speak up.
He at
only
least,
I hate that they got rid of Dez. He was probably the most vocal person on the team, emotionally, because he basically emotionally brought us back in that Green Bay game, that playoff game, man, where everybody heads was down. He like, come on, man, we got this. You know what I'm saying? Motivating them. People people like to just criticize him because he shows that passion and that aggression. People don't like aggression. They want you to sell something like like, come on, dog. Like,
don't give me this whole crap about Garrett's from an Ivy League school, man. I don't care if you went to Princeton. I don't care if you went to Harvard. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're a better person or you're smarter than everyone else. Just because you're, and I said this in my video, I believe, on Dak getting unfair criticism. Just because you go to an Ivy League school doesn't mean that you're better than someone else. It just happens to be that you like someone with a 4.0 GPA in a community college doesn't necessarily mean that they're worse than someone that goes to a freaking Ivy League school and get a 4.0 GPA. It's just a number. Like, stop with this crap. But he went to an Ivy League school. Not saying anyone here is, but like, he went to an Ivy League school, therefore he's a smart guy. Yeah, just because you went to a certain school doesn't mean that you're the smartest person on earth. Like, come on now, don't give me that.
Exactly. I mean, not like everybody bring up his Ivy League. That let you know right there he shouldn't have been a goddamn coach. He's not a coach. Just like Simon said, he's doing the same thing he did when he was a backup behind Troy Aikman. He's doing the same goddamn thing right now. Stood over there and clapped his goddamn hand. He went from players to clapping and a coach to clapping. He's not head coach material. This is not for Jason Garrett. It just isn't. Jason Garrett is an offensive coordinator at best. At best. I don't even know if we got to worry about Dan Bailey or not this year. I don't even know.
You want to know what's crazy, man? Bill Parcells was the last good head coach we ever had. I know Jimmy Johnson's there, but let me explain why I bring up Bill Parcells. He took a roster that went I believe they went 5-11 for 3 straight years, turned them into a 10-6 team that I'm trying to remember. Like they were 7-2. They were 7-2 at one point, guys. We're talking about a guy, and coaching's a huge thing. We went from, I think, Champ Bailey, or was it Champ Bailey or Chan? I forget the other dude's name. Basically, you mean to tell me that Bill Parcells took a roster that went 5-11 the previous year, took them to 10-6 in a playoff berth, and 9-7 or 7-9. You get what I'm trying to get at? That's my thing.
Yep, he took them to I remember that shit too. I think that was like 03 or something. He went 10-6, man. They went 5-11 and
I mean, Quincy Carter looked like a fantastic quarterback in some games.
We had fucking Antonio Bryant.
Saying something.
We had fucking
Joey Galloway,
Williams,
Troy Hambrick.
Yeah, and they went like 5-11. We was like 4th in the NFC that year, man. And Bill Parcells took us to 10-6. I think we lost to the Saints in December. I don't remember. I was there so fucking long.
Listen, I want you to think about this. At one point, we had Mike Zimmer and Sean Payton as our offensive and defensive coordinators.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. You know what I'm saying? We Yup. Chad Hutchinson, that's right, man. Jason Garrett is closer to a scout like his ex-Cowtown. Finally, we agree on something. Jason Garrett can be helping cheerleader. Exactly. That's all he can be, man. That's all he can be because a head coach, he is not. No head coach. Man, the Rams head coach came in there and showed his ass on Garrett tucked his tail that game. He was ready for that game to be over, man, so he can go
Tell
home.
the Broncos game that, man. You went up against Vance Joseph, the same dude that went 5-11.
Oh, my God. Zeke had 8 yards that game, man.
You want to know what's crazy?
I thought he had less bad. I thought he only had like 1 yard.
We literally lost to every single rookie coach except for except for Kyle Shanahan because the 49ers sucked and they didn't have Jimmy G.
Yeah. Like y'all, that game was an embarrassment. That Broncos game was an embarrassment, man.
Man, that should have been a telltale sign for what was going to happen.
And the fact that Garrett and Lanahan are still there after botching this whole season, not giving the good players we had a chance. They didn't give their players a chance. They failed our team. They failed Dak. They failed Dez. They failed a lot of guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, I'm sick of Tyron Smith coming in every year around March and April saying he's in the best shape ever.
Best shape of my career.
And they never adjusted versus Denver. You're right, Simons. They did it. Not one time. Not one. I'm telling you, man, we were coming off 2016 good year, and then we kicked off the official season off by beating the Giants. we thought we was gonna cruise up to Denver and just do the damn thing again.
You know what? You know what that makes that Denver.
Lockdown defense. I actually thought we had a lockdown defense.
You know what sucks about that Denver game too? They had a 40-minute delay and they still came out looking like shit.
Rain.
Yeah, yeah, man, or the Lightning or whatever, man. You mean to tell me? I think the score was like 10-7, right?
Yeah.
I forgot about that, y'all.
Yeah, and you mean to tell me, man, that like, and it looked bad at the beginning because of like what was going on. You mean to tell me that you can't even freaking have the time to look at what's going on and be like, okay, guys, this is what we got to do. Come on, man.
Like, you mean to tell me?
I think it's the game where I broke my nightstand.
Trevor Simeon, damn near 300 yards, damn near.
4 touchdowns.
4 TDs. And y'all let fat man C.J. Anderson go for 118 on y'all.
Nolan Carroll, that was his last game with us. Ooh, he looked terrible. Oh my God!
That shit blew
You know,
my
yeah,
mind.
and I want to tell you guys something. I had to give a shout out to Cowtown Tex because he got a soundbite when back in 2015 we were playing the Seahawks. They brought up Chris Richard, and he said Troy Aikman said he wouldn't be shocked if he was a head coach in Dallas someday.
I saw that. Yo, they did fail Romo, Simp. Yeah, Simon's the damn goddamn storm. They had time, 40-minute time to adjust in the goddamn storm. That football god gave y'all a break and y'all still didn't use it. You know what? I will give Jason Witten this. In that game, Jason Witten had 97 yards and 1 touchdown. I give props what it do, but he still don't need to be our starter this year.
Yeah, man, like that's the only time. like, dude, that was like when he stretched the field. That's what a tight end's supposed to do, man. Like he had that 1 touchdown catch, man.
He swam in there, man.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, this is tight ends have evolved.
Tight ends are the focal point of the receiving core. Well, not receiving core, but you get the
tight
point.
ends are a secret weapon. They are a secret weapon.
It looks like Dennis. Hey, I just saw on Twitter. It looks like Dennis took more shots at the coaching staff.
What did he say?
Like he retweeted it. It's what this female said. His fans say, "I'm tired of the Dallas Cowboys making dumb decisions, and I hope you go to the Texans and all that."
You know, it's
something like that. He retweeted it. I don't think he's coming back though. People think he's coming back. I don't know. And maybe he's just still mad.
Oh my God, I'm looking at all these teams.
I don't think so.
Dude,
like when you think about tight ends, you think about Gronk.
Look at the teams in the Super Bowl.
Zach Ertz. And I gotta pick at Football News for this. He talk about Jason Witten as a Pro Bowler this year by default, man.
I don't really look at that, man. Don't look at a Pro Bowl nod because a Pro Bowl nod is literally a popularity contest, man. Derek Carr had the same near identical stats as Dak Prescott, and he got a Pro Bowl nod as an alternate.
In 2016, Beasley had more yards than Dez, but Beasley wasn't a Pro Bowler than Dez was. It's a popularity thing.
Exactly, man. That's how I feel. It's like it's either that or it's just like, oh, here you go. Like,
Simon said the 2017 season was over the moment we signed Nolan Carroll. You're right. It was over. It was over.
Did we cut before the season started?
I literally was just flabbergasted. I didn't know what to say.
Who? Robert Blount. Oh my God! Remember, me and DJ were talking about this like sometime earlier, and I even forgot who Robert Blount was.
Exactly. We signed Robert Blount. He's a fucking safety.
Yo,
that's bad.
Oh my God!
I know you had a bad off season.
We signed Robert fucking Blanton, man. And Nolan Carroll, we signed like a week apart. And just
I ain't gonna lie, Robert Blount, he had one good year with the Vikings.
No, that's what he made his name at. When he was number 36, that's what he made his name at with the Vikings. But after 2015, he came in the league in 2012. The Vikings cut him in 2015. The Bills cut him in 2016. We picked him up in 2017, cut him right after preseason. Bills picked him right after
I'm like, why get them when you cut them? I'm like, why would you get all these players and you later cut it? I mean, I cut it. That ain't no word. You later
The only reason I knew who Nolan Carroll was is because when we let Romo play at the end of the season in 2016, he threw T. Will a touchdown pass on Nolan Carroll.
When T. Will looked good.
Yeah, right. No, right. Absolutely, man. That's the only way I knew who T. Will was.
Look, this is what's gonna happen.
I mean, Nolan Carroll.
2018 is going to go like this. We're going to go like 11-5, 12-4. People are going to be excited, right? We're going to go to the playoffs. We're either going to win a playoff game in the wild card round, and then we're going to lose. And then you know what's going to happen? The narrative is going to be, well, Jason Garrett got us to the playoffs. We don't need to fire him.
Cowtown Tex, Witten played better than Dez last year.
I'm sorry, bro. I just don't want to. I just don't want that to happen. I don't want Garrett. Like I want to win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I don't want Garrett.
No, man. That's my thing. Is like, and even so, like this is what it's gonna take. It's either like if we get to the playoffs, which this team really should. Let's say we lose the divisional round again, regardless if we win the wild card or we're just there because of a bye week. Unless we get blown out, they are not firing this team. Like they are not firing anybody.
No, sure ain't.
Should have fired him.
Tell me how Witten played better than Dez, so I can shut you down like I shut everybody else down that try to debate with me. So go ahead and tell me so I can prove you wrong, just how I prove everybody else wrong. Please. Detail, brother. Tell me how. How did Witten play better than Dez in 2017? Come on, man. Give it to me. Give it to me. But like Space Cowboy said,
here,
all Garrett got to do is have a decent season. He still got his job.
Listen, man. Look, the only way we're firing him is if we win the Super Bowl, because Jerry always fires head coaches after they win a Super Bowl.
On time to meetings? Shut up, boy. Go ahead, Space Cowboy.
On time to meetings.
On time to be.
Okay.
On time to be. He wasn't never on time for a first down. He was always late. Jason Witten was always late for a first down. Goddamn.
You want me to get it?
Man, I'm just looking at
that. Look, talking about on time for meetings. How you know Dez was late for any meetings last year? Tell me how.
Oh man, I'm just looking at these freaking.
This
is frustrating, man.
You don't know shit. You know exactly what we know.
Listen, this year.
Okay. Hey, let me ask y'all this question. Though. Is Deshaun Watson going to be a better quarterback than Dak Prescott?
I think Dak will last longer because Deshaun is way more mobile. He runs a lot. So a more accurate quarterback, probably
Dak,
more accurate.
Yeah.
But overall, I think Dak
not longevity. I'm not talking about longevity. I'm talking about like for skill and being a pure passer.
Well, oh man, I watched him when they beat Alabama when he was at Clemson. He's faster than Dak. He was. I mean, we talking about a first rounder here, man. So
Yeah,
man, that's like honestly, yeah, like me personally,
Brady is considered what's the name?
He's a sixth
round. A GOAT, and he was in the 6th round. So I mean,
here's my thing, right?
That's true.
With Deshaun Watson, I called it. I said Deshaun Watson's going to be the best quarterback out of that draft class. People thought it was like I saw people hating on Deshaun. I'm like, why you hate? I'll take Mitch Trubisky. No, you're stupid. I honestly, Deshaun Watson should have gone to the Bears. He really should have.
What's up, kid?
But then again,
they better hope Deshaun Watson don't get Dez Bryant.
No, in all seriousness though, I think that Dak will have. I think Dak has a. If they get rid of Garrett, he has a better chance of being more successful. With Deshaun Watson, I would say they're both comparable in terms of balance, but they're balanced. But because Deshaun Watson has a better coach and he has a better, I would say, he has a better defense.
My Cowboys family in the house. Hey, Desmond. The thing about West Coast offense, I think when you got a guy like Zeke, they probably not gonna do the West Coast offense. I don't know. Not yet. How y'all feel about that? Cowboys adopting the West Coast offense.
I like it. I mean, it involves the short to intermediate passes. We all know that Dak Prescott, yes, he can unload the deep ball, but that's not his strength. You know what I mean? And you got to keep in mind that it does involve a run game, okay? And, the short to intermediate passes substitute a run game. Now, we're not trying to make Dak Prescott this pocket passer, no. But you got to keep in mind, when you have a runner, the West Coast offense opens up so much more because it involves using shorter passes to intermediate passes. And people go, well, that's dinking and dunking. Well, who cares? Brady does it, and he wins Super Bowls. So...
Yeah, the thing about Brady dinking and dunking, he dink and dunk until you figure it out, then he bomb the hell out of you.
Exactly. That's how we got to play. And we got to run. We got to run.
And that's why I want Dak to get better with the long ball. I want him to get way better with the long ball, so people can stop saying he can't do it, and he can, like the interception thing. It really hurt us last year, man. Regardless of who was the cause for it. Interceptions just hurt us. Period. Last year, it was really bad. They were just all over the place, man. And then we went on a stretch when Dak couldn't throw a touchdown, or we couldn't score a touchdown.
How many pick sixes did he throw? I'm not even trying to bash him, but like how many did he throw? I heard he's a league leader or something like that.
What are you referring to?
My Dak.
Wait, if you're talking about Dak, no, Dak didn't lead the.
No, I'm talking about pick six.
Oh, pick six is then, yes. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think he had 4.
Oh, man.
4?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. I think 5, actually.
Ooh.
No.
5?
Was it 5? I'm trying to think. The one game. I'm trying to picture all the games of mine. I think it was actually 5, now that I think about it.
Because didn't he have 2 in that Chargers game? That's what I'm trying to think.
No, it was once in the Broncos game, once in the Packers game, then it was once in the Chargers game, 1 in the Eagles. No. Actually, it was 4 because I thought there was 1 in the Eagles game.
Cowtown Tech said 6.
Was it 6? Really? Let me check.
Yes, West Coast offense is hit after 2018 time.
That's too much. We gave their defense more points than we scored on offense. That's why I said that. How many pick six did he throw? That's another reason we lost. That's another reason we lost. We didn't turn the ball over enough on the defensive side.
That Chargers pick six, man. Oh my God.
You know what's kind of crazy though? Like I look at it just pops into my head. Like on this list, like, oh, how many people have thrown pick sixes, man? We got Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, and then you got a bunch of other people. But for a lot of them,
it was a 90-yard pick six, man. 90 yards, man.
It's embarrassing, man.
And then the one versus the Seahawks where he threw it over Zeke's head, man. It was.
Oh, that was horrible, man. Like, and I know I said I blamed it on this. No, but in all seriousness, though, but dead serious, man. Like, I was like, even I was kind of like, what the frick is Dak doing? Like, he was just like, he was running around in the pocket and then he just throws it. Like, it wasn't like he just sat there, you know what I mean?
Like, I was like,
it's gonna sound good, but when you have a head coach that relies on Madden plays, exactly.
It's that like whole stretch where that whole stretch without Zeke, and then that game, I never bashed Dak, man. Like, I never bashed Dak. Like, anybody that knows me know I love Dak. But it's like you gotta criticize when you see something's wrong. And I saw anything that was wrong with Dak last year.
Oh, that's my problem too.
Yeah, so my Cowboys family, what is a productive number of season yardage for a quarterback? I know it's over like 3,000, but what's number that you can look at your quarterback and be like, okay, he had a good season?
Hey man, my battery low.
What's up, everybody? Shoot, man, I don't know. That's a good question. I think 3,500, 2,000. I mean, 4,000 is like really good. Like that's like elite, you know. So,
what is 5,000?
That's Dan Marino.
That's Drew Brees.
That's Drew Brees, bro.
Yeah.
You know, Drew Brees had 2 years in a row, first quarterback ever.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, so I'm just saying. I mean, again, 5,000 is rare. So we're going to go, I think 3,000 is a good number, productive season for quarterback, more or less. I mean, it depends on the offensive scheme and stuff, and what the what about if they were down by a lot the whole season? Are they throwing a lot, and that's why he's got a lot of yards? It doesn't mean shit, if you're losing every game.
Man.
So yeah,
Like, that's
it's
what I
really
was
more than just yards. Yeah.
Like, if you're looking at yards, probably an elite season is in the 4,000s. But if you're looking at touchdowns, typically 20 touchdowns is average, 30 touchdowns is elite, and like if you threw 40 touchdowns, you're like outer worldly. Like you.
How many did Dak throw last year?
22.
What about the year before?
23.
So what you predicting this? Do you think he cracking 30 this year?
He was on pace last year for 30.
Well, on pace ain't good enough.
Yeah, I know, and I get it. But me personally, I think he'll have like 27, 28. I mean, like for me, as long as he cuts down if that interception number is down low, like what was it? Like Tom Brady threw. I know he was out for 4 games because of the suspension. Like it was like 28 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, man.
Good point. I got no TDs. No, that's a good point.
Remember that season, Nick Foles only threw 2 interceptions.
Simon said you can get his coaching staff the 92 Dallas offense, the 77 Dallas defense, and they'll be 8-8 Garrett guys.
Exactly.
Exactly. Garrett, exactly, man. Like I told you, every time we think we got a splash player, look what happened. I thought Greg Hardy was gonna make this defense just. And true enough, Romo got hurt, but man, where's the depth, man?
Romo, he showed up that game against Brady. We still lost though.
Fucking Matt Castle and Brandon Lee. Like what?
Yeah,
and then we flip flop with Bryce Butler and Devin Street. People don't remember we had Devin Street in 2015. Him and Bryce Butler was flip flopping in and out when Dez was down. Man, it was crazy. Like, and then
I remember. I especially remember Devin Street. Couldn't catch Will for nothing. He's a glorified T. Will. Devin Street.
Yeah, Devin Street, Bryce Butler, Matt Castle, and Brandon Whedon. That was our depth for injured players. And this shit, and the same shit is that's my problem. And the same shit is still happening. Our depth for Tyron Smith was fucking Byron Bell. But I'm gonna tell you something though. When your team is rolling, sometimes some shit is hideable. Chaz Green stepped in 3 games for Tyron Smith in 2016, and nobody even noticed it.
Because you had Zeke.
Exactly. That's why I said sometimes you can hide it.
Remember that Atlanta game that year, 2015.
But look, that's my point. That's my point.
Problem is bigger.
What'd you say?
We don't run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Like,
that's my point.
It changed completely. It changed from running the ball to passing the ball all the time. It was like more pass heavy than run heavy. And that's the difference. And they changed the scheme on him. And he's on pace. He was a 4th-ranked quarterback by the middle of last season. Quarterback in the NFL by week 8. And then we lost Tyron Smith. I know Zeke. I know it affected the team, but I think that Tyron Smith was a bigger deal. And then now they're running Romo offense, gunslinger offense, or trying to, or whatever they're trying to do. And a debilitated line and no running threat that's going to initially, it's not Zeke, so you're not really as worried. I think the biggest fall down was the offensive line situation. I think that made him. I mean, again, some of those pick sixes, though, guys. The one in Denver, come on, that was kind of like last second, whatever. But I know what you're saying, though. The pick sixes definitely don't look good, and some of the pick sixes, some of the picks, Dez knocked down. Of course, some of the picks, the receivers, they were.
It was 2 of them. Too. I've been said Dez should have caught some of those. Well, I'm like, come on, man, get your head in the game, dog.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes Dez just needed to turn his head around. And see, that's why I say, like, when I criticize, I don't give a damn who it is on the team. I criticize everybody. But my thing is when it comes to this offense, these coaches, like, y'all gotta agree with this. Last year, the offseason, they weren't working, man. Nobody was working. because we was off 13-3. We was on a high horse. Wasn't nobody
Yeah, no,
working.
I'm not
The
joining.
Cowboys got in shape as the season went on. Zeke got in shape as the season went on. Nobody was working. They said Dak came in heavier on purpose. Bullshit.
You know,
He didn't come
if
in
anything,
heavy on
when you're
purpose.
that, when you're 13-3 and you're a game, 2 games from the Super Bowl, that's when you work harder in the offseason.
Exactly. But we went 9-7, and Beasley went in the studio.
Bro,
Exactly.
if I heard like
Nate, as far as I'm concerned.
listen, if I was Jason Garrett and I heard what Cole Beasley was doing, I would pull him to the side and be like, look, man, cool, you want to do what you want to do in the offseason, I get it. But I would ask him, were you doing this during the season? And if he said yes, darn well I'd be shipping his way off to some NFL Siberia or something, because like, man, it shows me that you're not sold on being a member of this team and you're going to give your 100%, man. I want everyone to give 100%. Heck, 110%. You can't you'll be, oh, well, he was just doing this in the offseason. Well, if he was doing it during the regular season, then you know darn well that this dude should not even be on the team if he's not even going to give his 100%. Now you can be, oh, well, that's with everybody.
We basically went 8-8. Beasley basically got shut down last year. And his first thing was to drop an album. I understand you got.
And it was weak. And that song was weak, bro. That song was weak, bro.
It just looked bad, man. It just wasn't a good look. When Cam, the day after Cam lost, he was back in their stadium working out. Cam Newton. The day after they lost, it was an Instagram video of Cam back on the field the next day. That's dedication, man. That's dedication. Nobody on the
How we doing, guys?
Gallo said don't ask somebody for concussion. He was worried about his album, and then he switched, said he worried about football. Where are these guys' head at, man? Where they heads at, right? I don't understand. What are they doing?
Yeah, man. And I hope this Marcus Smart and that the whole offensive line needs to be fixed. We got Cameron Fleming to be the depth. Most likely they're keeping Lyell at tackle, okay? Now, Marcus Smart, and a lot of people were saying this dude was a bust, according to 49er fans. Okay, cool. Well, a lot of people were saying Jonathan Cooper was a bust. And he came in and he did very well. And you got to keep in mind, Marcus Smart is relatively young. The dude's 24. He'll be 25 this season. And I mean, you have him on a very cheap
deal. I'm gonna break this phone.
Here's my thing though with that. How many games did it take for Jonathan Cooper to get up to par? Like Travis Frederick was getting penalty after penalties. He didn't trust with the left of him.
Cooper about 6 games.
So I don't want to. We need to draft a guard that doesn't have a bust title on him yet, and plug him in and just go from there. Because like we can't afford to have that slow momentum on our offensive line. That's our electricity. That's what keeps everything running. Offense and defense.
Agreed.
Remember that. Yeah, but remember that Cooper was put in there after Chaz Green played the first 3 games, and then he got before that Rams game he had to get out of it. I think Friday he had something, and then they had to throw Cooper in there. So that was 1 game. That Rams game is game 4. They were rolling in that 4th quarter, and it continued after the bye. So good job for where he got thrown into that mix. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
Agreed, man. Yeah, it took him a while. So I agree with you. Football news is like you got to bring somebody in there that's gonna click right off rip, man. Like we can't and see. Oh man, like I didn't know.
Why would they think Zach Green is a guard anyways? That was my thing. I said, why are you moving that tackle?
Exactly.
Guard.
And that goes on the coaching staff. Exactly. I mean, Chaz Green. I mean, to defend him a little bit. I mean, he was playing left guard. Like all offseason, everything. You're gonna throw him at left tackle, and he hadn't played that position in about a year and a half. It's just this coaching staff, man. They like flexibility, and they like players playing multiple positions, but sometimes it just bites them in the ass. And that Atlanta game is a pure example of that.
True. 100% true. 100% true. I mean, like Simon just said, he said the player we got now, They act like they helped win those 5 rings that we got.
Yep, exactly.
They act like they was a part of that. That's a good point. They do. Beasley offseason, he talking about dropping straight fire tracks when he couldn't even get fucking 600 yards because they doubled his ass and he had nothing else to do. Ryan Switzer is a way more aggressive player. He's faster than Beasley, and we should have utilized him more. Ain't no experience like game experience. I don't give a fuck about OTAs. I don't give a fuck about training camp. Ain't no experience like game experience. And that's the same shit Barry Church said he didn't understand why they always switched out players. Ain't no experience, like actual game experience. And Ryan Switzer and Noah Brown should have been. They should, man. You talk about on the Jason.
That's exactly what I said earlier.
Jason Garrett's still doing on the job training. Still.
And that's why Anthony Hitchens, in my opinion, that's why Anthony Hitchens on the team, because Anthony Hitchens was playing so many damn positions. If you're going to pay him $9 million a year, he has to have one position, and Anthony Hitchens didn't have one position. So that's why I think Anthony Hitchens is on the team, because they don't know where to put him.
That's a fact. And he was so good. And like I say, and like my Cowboys family say all the time, we ruined a lot of players. We messed up a lot of players. That O-line especially. We oh my God, we ruined a great offensive line in their prime, man. Tyron Smith, forget how long he got left being a Cowboy. He probably only got about 3 or 4 years left as a player. Because if he don't have that surgery, he's not going to last long.
Joe Thomas played 10 years, playing with the Browns. And now he's retired.
It's not, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, they're not scared of them anymore. They know how to beat them now. They're not afraid of him. Zach Martin, he's still a beast. Travis Frederick's still one of the best centers in the league. But without Tyron, man, and I think Lyle Collins is on his way, man. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah,
I think Lyle Collins about to do some things over there at right tackle. I saw him post a tweet today, or maybe it was yesterday. He said ready to get back to work, and he hashtag right side. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay over there. So what does that mean for Cameron Fleming, y'all? Help me out.
He's good.
He'll be a swing tackle, dog.
So think about it. And I'm not trying to say that this is 100% going to happen. Let's say Tyron gets hurt again, right? Let's say he's out for a decent part of the season, right? And you put Cameron Fleming at left tackle, right? And he shines. Let's say he ends up doing a solid season, probably better than what Tyron's been doing over the past 2 years. Do you then decide, okay, do we roll with Cameron Fleming now at left tackle? And do we just try to get rid of Tyron? I'm not saying definitely do that. I'm just putting out a hypothetical, because then you can get, so, like, say, for example, we could get a first or possibly even 2 first-round picks out of Tyron Smith if someone wants to value him that much.
Oh, he's definitely valued high. But I don't. I mean, if Cameron Fleming held his own through a whole, if Tyron Smith somehow don't play and Cameron Fleming held up at left tackle for the whole season and does damn good, I would definitely shop Tyron. No doubt.
Yeah. That's just a question. What about, because you know Lel Collins' original natural spot is a left tackle.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
What about and Cameron Fleming's right tackle? That's his natural position. I'm just saying.
I see.
No. I would do that. Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, I would do that probably. Just swap them, because I mean, like, I would say doing tackle, it's the same thing. I understand that left and right have their own mechanics for the most part, and your director.
It's not the same thing. It feels way different.
Yeah.
No,
but I imagine, bro, it's probably the
different.
Same. I mean, the different thing. My bad. It's because it's like, because it's another thing. People be like, because that's also, I believe Cameron Fleming played left tackle, right? More than right tackle, or
I think it was right tackle.
No, he mainly played right tackle.
Okay,
I looked at that.
Okay, because I know, like, he was a tackle on both sides, but I forgot which side he
he actually played both sides, but he played mainly right tackle. Also, he played guard as well. I'm pretty sure he played guard at times.
It's just his run. It's just his run blocking is kind of needs improvement. From the film I saw, his run blocking is kind of
It's not there yet, but yeah, he's 4 years in the league. I mean, we wanted a veteran backup, the Tyron Smith, and that's the number one thing. We said that, and someone to be there just in case, Sean Lee. I say Navarro Bowman still. I'm still cheering for that. Somehow get him out here, But I'm saying
Yep.
those two are veteran leadership. Again, if we trade for Earl Thomas, I'm just saying if it happens, it won't be a first-round pick, but if it's a second-round pick and Beasley or some shit like that.
And everyone left.
Huh?
Then Google kicked him out. Hold on, they'll be right
Oh.
back. Oh, what the heck?
You gotta click the link. Yeah, agreed, man. Like, you gotta fucking think about it, because how much time can we really say Tyron Smith has left? Like, he stay getting hurt. He always come back in and said, I'm in the best shape of my life in the SpongeBob boys. He always says that. So, it's just tough. MCF is calling.
They'll be in.
Yo, you didn't click the link, bro? No, you didn't click the link. You got to click the link. Like, how much time can we really say that Tyron Smith has left? We don't know. So that's a good point, Space Cowboy. That's a really good damn point.
Hold on,
Just like they did this.
Let me look.
Why not just wait until Earl Thomas is released? I don't want Earl
Tyron
Thomas.
Smith's going to be 28, guys, right? He's going to be 28.
Cup noodles. I'm eating some cup noodles.
He's going to be 28 this season, right? And he was very young. We got him at 20, okay? We drafted him when he was 20 years old. I believe he was 21, going through that season.
What are you talking about?
No, because I'm trying to get to a point here. The point is just because...
Who are you talking about?
Oh, Tyron Smith, sorry.
Okay.
No, but the point I'm trying to get at is, like, he's had a lot of wear and tear on his body. I mean, 2011, we got him, right? It's not 2018. Now, for all I know, he could probably just had these two back issues for the past couple of, years, and it could probably go away, and it never bothers him for the rest of his career. There's
Sorry,
that.
guys, I got this.
Oh, not a problem. Now, there is the possibility that Tyron Smith continues to develop this issue, and he gets a back surgery, and he doesn't live up to par, or he keeps doing what he's doing. And at that point, you got to be like, look, man, we got to trade you, because if the Cowboys are sincerely wanting to do this youth movement and consistently moving guys in and out of the lineup while keeping their star guys, I'm cool with that. Fine, but you had to be consistent with the man. If you were gonna use Dez as the dude to make this apparent, which is kind of weird, fine.
Hey, I got a question. Wasn't his second injury with his ankle in that Oakland game?
Yes, I think.
Who?
Tyron.
If it ain't his ankle, it's his knee, it's his back. I got people in the comment, MCF, saying no Bowman. No, they don't want Bowman. They say he trashed. They say he washed up.
Who's wait. What the?
Go ahead, Game Changer. I think Bowman is somebody who's a veteran. He can get him for a decently cheap price, and he's a good veteran.
They saying the Bowman is trash in the comments.
Oof. Well,
when he came out of college, he was better. He came out of college better than Lee. They was on the same team. He came out of college better than Sean Lee.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, if we're not looking at him as a starter, we're looking at him to fill in case something happens to Sean Lee. He'd be a good backup.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. A backup. People saying starter. I just want him to fill in. That would be a nasty.
Jalen and Sean Lee stay on the field, man, and I don't know about Navarro Bowman playing the strong side, the Sam position. I'm not really too sure. Maybe Cowboy Football News knows that, or Game Changer. Does he play that as well?
He played middle. When he played with Oakland, he played middle.
Navarro Bowman gave the Raiders their first interception, man.
Shit, that's crazy. But he brings something to the table. It's something more. It's intangible. We need. I think we need.
He's scared Dez too. Dez didn't want to catch that ball.
Yeah.
Remember that interception that Oakland gave?
What hurt Sean Lee's career was switching to a 3-4 or a 4-3 defense. Because when we were running a 3-4 defense, oh my God, Sean Lee was leading linebackers in interceptions, guys.
He had to cover less ground. That really helped. He's fantastic in small spaces. So, I mean, he was killing it when he had 4 linebackers helping him, basically. You know what I'm saying? 4 instead of 3.
I'm starting to think, man, like we have a solid. I've always been an advocate for the 3-4 defense. It's but of course we don't have enough talented linebackers. But like not only that, it puts more focus on the linebacking position. And if you sincerely want to focus on the D line, because like look, in the 4-3 defense, you're focusing on pressure sacks, and the 3-4 defense, you're focusing on coverage sacks. And to be honest with you, the Dallas Cowboys have the ability to switch back, but they would have to go all in on the linebacking position. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
Marinelli do that? I don't know.
He should be used to that.
He won't. I hope Chris Short, comes in and brings in a whole new defensive scheme. I don't know.
Very hard.
Ain't you tired of this tampon too? Ain't you tired of this tampon too?
The tampon
too. The problem is, so we got to stop getting these guys like Bowman and stop thinking about getting Earl Thomas. These guys want huge contracts. He said, Bill Doomsday, not a dollar store.
No. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think we should build the whole team like that. But I think that adding someone, look, Navarro Bowman, you guys can check those numbers. I don't think he's going to be that expensive. It's not a huge contract.
He's not.
And when it comes to Earl Thomas will, of course, demand a big contract. So I'm not, and again, that's one of the reasons why I'm a little bit still if we don't do it, I can live with it, But I'd rather trade down than trade for Earl Thomas right now, in a way, what I'm saying? I'd rather trade down and get more picks than now. If you can get Earl Thomas, it's still about the salary cap situation. But I think because of the Dez move, it actually just covers itself. So. And for the future, we have actually the salary cap is much better in 2019 and 2020. So I'm just saying, it actually opens things up. We have an open salary cap now, a little bit more in the next 2 years. I'm just saying that's the way it is right now.
Yeah, Navarro Bowman, I think his best season was like 2013 or something like that. I can't remember, but
yeah, but for like $2 million, for $2 million as a veteran backup. I mean, that's worth it.
Navarro Bowman, he's worth $2 million. Definitely.
$2 million incentive base. Make him work for it.
That's fine. I think he'll take it. I mean, depends on what other teams are offering him too. He wanted. He was one of the teams the Cowboys were really interested. He's definitely on the Cowboys' radar. So I don't know. I would like to see him.
Trey Boston cheap too. People keep forgetting about Trey Boston. Had like 6 interceptions last season.
I like him. I like Trey Boston.
I still can't believe the Panthers got rid of him when they did. I like Trey Boston.
Yeah, I can't believe that Stephen Jones said he doesn't fit the scheme. What the fuck?
I'm surprised they didn't go after Tyrann Mathieu, and especially when he's on a tested deal.
What?
Yo, man, I'm just shocked that we didn't go after Tyrann Mathieu.
I'm glad we didn't.
And I'm not looking at long term, man. If you wanted to give him a prove it deal, fine, man. But that's my problem, man. You want for all we know,
$7 million. Tyrann Mathieu, $7 million.
Yeah, I want Trey. I wanted Trey Boston. I wanted him.
Me too.
How much is he? How much would he run us?
Let me check real quick.
I want to trade Boston, man. I'm telling you, man.
I mean, we get Trey Boston, someone like that. We get Navarro, and I'm just saying this. I'm just rolling me here. Navarro Bowman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that solidifies some depth, and I think that we can still go and draft the linebacker, still go and draft the safety. I'm just saying
Trey
that
Boston, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you think that you guys agree that we still should get a safety even with Trey Boston?
Yeah.
We still should get
There's
linebackers.
a lot of safeties. There's a lot of
exactly. We can rip one of those for sure. Maybe a second round or a third round. Maybe Fred Wood. I mean Fred. What's his name? Fred Warner from BYU. I think he's a very versatile linebacker, and I think he's somebody that we could pick him up along with if we sign the Navarro Bowman. Now you look at our linebacking core; it's a lot more, and you got Damian Wilson, who's experienced on our team. That makes me feel a lot better.
I can't wait for it
easier.
Damian Wilson is, just.
I can't stay. He's good. He's decent against the run, but he's not really a good linebacker, unfortunately. And
I don't know why we had him in nickel situations. When I see him on the field in a nickel situation, I'm like, oh my God, here we go. You already knew something bad was going to happen.
Just cut Trey Boston, man. The Cowboys should get him.
Wait, what happened? He's a free agent.
Cut Trey Boston. The Cowboys should get him.
Yeah, I know. It's been 3 guys: him, Eric Reed, and who's the other guy?
Vaccaro.
Yeah, Vaccaro, Kenny Vaccaro from the Saints. He was saying he went to the Saints. He went to visit the Dolphins. Eric Reed visited the Bengals. But I'm not really sure what's going on with nobody's really said much about Trey Boston. He's not really seeing anybody. Why the fuck are the Cowboys on top of this? They should get it.
They sleep. He's a sleeper, man.
No, for sure.
Even if
we got Derwin James, can you imagine?
The most that watching y'all live stream that really stand out to me the most. One game, I know Joe Looney pissed y'all off MCF. I don't remember what game it was. But I know Joe Looney pissed y'all off.
Remind me.
I don't remember what game it was, but Joe Looney pissed you the hell off, man. You went off. And then another game, Damian Wilson pissed you the hell off. I don't know what game that was. I think the Damian Wilson game could have been he blew
the Rams game.
Wrong game. He blew that fucking
the Rams game, bro. You talking about the Rams game?
Todd Gurley beat his ass.
Yeah, the Rams. Yeah.
I'm still pissed at that. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Like Todd Gurley, man, that was brutal. He got benched for that shit too.
And he took Heath down. He took Heath down too.
I ain't seen no coaches get on him though. They just said, "Sit down. You're not getting in the game no more." If I was a coach, I would have. Ooh, boy, I would have went off. I'm sorry, bro.
The next day, Jimmy Johnson there.
They can say I'm crazy if they want, but I still want Shaquem Griffin. I don't care one hand and all. I still want him. I still think that's a good move, man.
Shaquem Griffin.
It just depends on the round.
But where would you put him? Where would you put him? Crown J.
Man, I don't know what's his true position.
Linebacker.
He's a Russian.
I know he's a middle linebacker.
He's a pass rusher. He's not a stand-up, but like he's a rusher.
I see him catch interception. I'd rather have him doing that and let Sean Lee get them goddamn running back. Because if you do that, Shaquem Griffin is fast, man. Shaquem Griffin is fast.
Listen, I seen him live. The guy was a monster. And you gotta remember he's playing Memphis, so it's a little different than playing in the NFL. But I mean, the guy has some moves that he had to learn differently because of that one hand. You know what I mean? Like that actually changed his whole style. I don't think any lineman really knows how to block him. I do think though he's a developmental guy. He's going to be a special teams in a role playing backup price stuff packages at linebacker. And again, I'm just saying you can't go too high for him. You say fourth round, I say yes. If you say anything higher than that, I don't know if I can go with. I'd rather have Fred Warner than him. That's my point.
Yeah, I got you exactly. Yeah. I just if they don't get nailed by then, I don't think you should let Shaquem Griffin pass unless you get the linebacker from Alabama. You get the linebacker from Alabama, then okay, I'm cool.
Evans, Sean Evans.
Yeah, you get him. They say
if it's between him and Van Der Esch, you got to go Evans, baby. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's no question in that.
Bobby Carpenter 2.0. Please do not get him.
Who said get Van Der Esch? Who said that? Who said
me? I said he's not as good as we need Evans over him, no matter what.
I'm about to say I do not want Van Der Esch. That he's terrible, bro.
Me neither. I don't want him. I mean, listen, if we trade down to 31 and get us another second, I'm just saying, with that, what if that's Van Der Esch there? Who would you just go another way?
Yes, go that way. Other way. Go that way.
We go say. I think we go lineman. We probably get Will Hernandez at that spot. At this point, all these guards are dropping, so we can get Will Hernandez or Isaiah Wynn at 31, and we get 2 second rounders unless one.
Hey, let's not forget let's not forget we still got that tender on David Irvin. You never know.
Yeah, but nobody's touched it. Nobody's coming close to that.
The only thing about not Fumagalli, the only thing about Shaquem Griffin, the one hand kind of makes him when it comes to interceptions, kind of makes him a body catcher a little bit. But
if he's catching the ball, interception.
Right. Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. And as far as Fumagalli, I still want him. Man, MCL put me on him. Like, I didn't know who he was before then, but
he's got better hands than Anthony Brown at catching. I'll take him.
Yeah, he's got 9 fingers. He can catch better than most people.
Yeah, he can catch better than T. Will.
Don't even compare those two as far as catching.
Right? No, absolutely, absolutely, man. And I'm telling you,
And I want to say that Dak Prescott thing. It's just that's the thing. When you look at I seen some video with some of his interceptions, and even I'm just saying though. Again, I'm not gonna bring it up because of Dez. I'm saying the 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 with Dez that happened in the season, and then the one with T. Will against Green Bay. That hurts me still because we had the lead at that point.
mm-hmm.
Oh man, and we gave the game away in that one. And see, those are the two killings. That Damian Wilson play.
Yeah,
Against the Rams, that was week 4, guys. That would have been we had that game, and again, I know it's switched over when Switzer fumbled that punt, but I'm just saying we had other chances to reclaim that, and we didn't, and we still almost won. Was it 35-31 or something like that? And then Green Bay, we had that game. And you saw what we could be in that. If you just watch the fourth quarter up into that stupid pass to Dez Bryant, which stops the clock by Linehan's dumb coaching decision. If you look at the whole drive before that, perfection. If Linehan can do that, I'll take it. You look at what they did with their offensive line, just run the damn ball, and it didn't matter if they knew because we still were able to manhandle the defensive front for the Packers. So if that's the way we play, and you saw that in 2016, we will win games. We will be 13-33 again, guys. And I have no doubt about that. I truly, and the defense is better than it was. I believe it's going to be. I hope it is after this draft.
I'd rather go 10. I'd rather go 10 Super Bowl. Record in the regular season don't matter to me. Postseason play. Postseason record matters more to me.
No, I'm hoping 13-3 translates to, a fucking damn Super Bowl. That's what it's about. 13-3 in my mind. Listen, as an old-time Cowboy fan, old time, and I say old-time him. I know people that were with Roger Staubach. So, but my thing is that I'm saying for me for the Emmitt Smith years, man, and Troy Aikman and Irvin, I'm just saying like we tasted that, and it's just like this every year. It's not anything less than a Super Bowl for me is a loss. It's just the way I feel. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. It's just when you've been there and you've seen it and you've tasted it, it's nothing better than that feeling that Super Bowl win, with all your Cowboy fans and people. And it's just like it's like I don't see that. I saw a glimpse of that, in 2016, and we went away from it, and it just kills me because I know we're better than this. The damn coaches, man. The fucking coaches.
The fucking coaches, bro. Agreed. The fucking coaches, man. Exactly. And I just hate that they had to really use Dez as they scapegoat, man. Like it sucks, man, that they had to. Like I told these guys, I said I think we can all agree that we'd have let Lanahan and Garrett go before Dez. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes, sir.
So but right now, you know what this does? This really now it's time to show. Is we really about to do it? You just let go of the Cowboys head honcho for the past 8 years, and now you got to really coach. You got to really show me that you know how to motherfucking coach. Offense, Lanahan, Sanjay Lau, who came out of space because nobody ever heard of him. You really got to, even fucking Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp said he never heard the guy before the Cowboys got him. Like, I've never heard that name before, man. The guy been on, I know one damn thing. If I got a good wide receiver coach, he ain't going nowhere. He been on 3 teams. He been with 3 teams in the last 3 years. Not a good sign, man. Not a good sign.
Sanjay Lau is an expert. Who was that? You know what I'm saying? I said, who you talking about? Somebody told me about Sanjay Lau. He said he's an expert. He's a route guru. I said I never heard of him. The only person I heard of is David Robinson. That's the only one. Now the Cowboys should be smart and get him.
What y'all know about this? The Frank Pollock guy. Like, I know he. I don't know.
Frank Pollock got his scapegoat, or the reason why he got out was because of Chaz Green. That's why Frank Pollock ain't there no more.
Yeah, now we have Alexander from Cincinnati.
Hey, this guy,
what's the new guy? What's the new guy?
Offensive line coach.
Paul Alexander. He's been doing 20-something years.
Yeah, over 20 years with
the whole time with the Bengals. Yeah. So there you go, DJ. The whole time with the team, he didn't let him go. Paul Alexander.
Well, we're gonna see what all these guys. The only guy that I'm really excited to see is
Chris Bashard.
Coach.
Yeah.
Because whether you get Earl Thomas, whether you get Derwin James, whoever you get, the fact that you got Cheeto, knock on wood, I hope no hamstrings come out this year, man. I hope everything stay okay with these guys, man. And boy, I really want to see what this guy gonna do with him. I ain't lying. I want to see what he gonna do with him, man. I want our defense. Like when was the last time our defense was elite? Every year we hear break but not bend. I'm tired of that. Goddamn it. I'm tired of break but not bend. So I'm tired of bending.
We need to attack. We need to be aggressive. We need to be attacking aggressive, and create turnovers. That's what we need. Exactly. I remember the 92 Cowboys. That's what we fucking did in 92. That's what the Doomsday defense did in 70s. We need to go to that.
Exactly. We started doing that towards the end of the season. That shows the brightness of what our defense can do.
Yes.
Well, here's the deal though. Like it's always one or the other. You can't have both. It's almost like girls having titties, no ass, ass, no titties. You gotta. It's like they'll get the interceptions, but we don't get the sacks. We'll get the sacks, but we don't get the interceptions. Make no goddamn sense.
Interceptions and sacks. I don't know about you. I'd rather have interceptions and sacks. That means more pressures. That means the pressures lead to interceptions.
But for some reason, we can't get both.
We had both back in the 90s. We had both back in the 70s. We need it now.
We need it now.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get it.
I'm with
my
you.
Money, and I need it now.
The number one receiver is dead in the NFL. Cowtown, shut your mouth. Shut up.
What did he say?
He said the number one receiver is dead in the NFL. You're a silly little boy. They're not dead, man. The number one receiver. Okay. You got it, man. You got it. It's not dead, bro. It's just that you so used to seeing what the Cowboys do with their number one receiver that you don't understand that other teams really spread the ball. They spread this shit out, bro. You look at Big Ben, you look at fucking Tom Brady, you look at Aaron Rodgers, you look at all the big dog quarterbacks. They know how to move that ball around. They just distribute the ball better than the Cowboys do. And everybody gets to eat. Everybody gets to eat on these other big teams. Everybody leave to feel happy. That's why you think it's dead. It's not dead. You know what I'm saying? It's just that everybody gets to eat on the other team because their playbook allows it. Our playbook was Dez Bryant or running back. Mostly Dez Bryant. And they wanted Dak to do what Romo did with Dez Bryant, which wasn't possible. So the number one is not dead. The number one is such a threat that he's mostly double covered and it allows other guys to eat. It's not dead, man. Come on, man. Why I gotta talk football with you? Like, come on, man. You know better. It's never dead.
T Will was the one that needed to help Dez. And when we picked Allen Hurns up, I thought, man, this is the guy that's going to help Dez. T Will had 0 touchdowns. He had multiple picks allowed by him. But we don't do nothing with T Will. We do something with Dez. That's what ticked me off. I'm telling you though,
T Will once healthy, he's gone. I think if T Will, because if you cut him hurt, you got to do an injury settlement. Cowboys don't want to do that. So on top of the dead money. So I think once T Will gets healthy, because when Stephen Jones was talking about T Will about when the report first came out that he was hurt, Stephen Jones looked pissed the fuck off because I think T Will and Beasley are out the door. And I think Beasley is going to be a trade bait, just like Orlando Skandrick was last year.
Yep. Yeah. I can see that. I agree, and I wouldn't mind it. Any of those things.
I know, right? I know. Yeah. I mean, man, it's just that. Go ahead.
There's a reason why T. Will put that on Twitter the other day. He said, "I got to get better, Cowboy Nation. I'm sorry, I'm going to get better." And then some fans said, "Well, learn." So I think T. Will know what's going on, and players talk, man, and T. Will knows that he could be next.
Yeah, exactly. He knew it ahead of time. That's why he said. That's what. Like, why after this long, you go on Twitter and talk about that? I'm telling you.
Also, Rico did that too. He said he wasn't going to talk football. He wasn't going to talk nothing until the season. And now he's talking. He's he misses
the football. He's talking.
'He's talking. Yeah. Interesting.
You know what I'm
These
saying?
players know.
That's the one thing I'm going to say as a silver lining in this whole situation is that if you got that, whether he was right or wrong in the way this was handled, whatever, it sucks. But moving on from that, if Stephen Jones can instill that into the team, I don't mind it. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, absolutely.
Let me ask you this though, real quick. With Dez being treated the way he got treated the other day, will it affect the locker room positively or negatively?
And also affects us negatively when it comes to other players coming here. That's I said the way it was handled hurts us in that way. Short term, long term, probably maybe a better future with this team, a more of a Jimmy Johnson type of mentality. If it's the owner / Stephen Jones, who's the basically the one running it too. If they're the ones that are like kind of pushing the coaching around, I think it's a little better and a little tougher when you have mentality that which is more like Jimmy Johnson mentality. It seems like it, at least. He's definitely backing up all the shit talking he's been doing in the media. It's he ain't lying. He's saying the best at the field. Don't be surprised. What do you think Lil Collins put that right tackle? He can say whatever he wants. In the end, if they want him in the guard, he's going to be guard. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying I'm starting to believe whatever Stephen Jones is starting to say, and I think all the players are believing it too.
Yeah. You I mean, guys like Odell and all the other big number ones, man. Number ones still matter, man. Like they number ones will always matter. It's just that when your running game is so good, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes those number ones don't seem like they matter because the running game is so A1 that shit, or sometimes
And you need help from your number two too.
You definitely need help
Just
your
like
number
AB.
two. And our number two
Just like-
decided to take a nap for 16 games last year. So
15
games. Oh, he did have a 100-yard game.
Man, I don't.
Yeah,
He had a
KC.
100-yard game. I forgot.
It was really a quiet 100-yard game though.
He didn't get a touchdown, but he had like 9 catches, 100-something yards against Kansas City, right?
Yeah, it was against Kansas City. And once again, Beasley need to go shake Dez Bryant's hand for his touchdown. And when we was in the red zone, because when they hiked the ball, the safety slid over to help the cornerback on Dez and left Beasley wide open for the touchdown.
Yep, I saw the video. Yep. And that's what the intangibles that Dez has that nobody's going to give us this year.
Yep.
That's where it hurts us. That really hurts us. If you want to look at to all the people that wanted Dez out, that's no matter what, that is still, they got to acknowledge that will hurt us. That even as a decoy, that was his biggest asset. So, let's say that's his biggest asset. It's still, what number one is going to do that unless they start proving it? And by the midseason, they've shown it. I don't see any of these guys and any of these rookies doing that.
No, absolutely not. It's just hard to make it. It's just hard to get to that position to where a safety really comes over to you, risking the rest of the field. Like it takes a dog to be a bigger threat like that, whether it's a decoy or whatever. But they know what Dez does in the red zone. Most of the time, it's a 50-50 ball, and most of the time he's going to win. So therefore, the safety knew he had to go over there, which left Beasley open. But if you're not in the red zone, as of now, they know what to do to stop Beasley. Double him. This motherfucker should have, as soon as the season was over with, he should have been watching footage like, damn, I don't got the sauce this year. Last 2016, they was making commercials. The Cowboys did the cereal thing with Zeke, too much sauce. This year was nothing, man. It was nothing. It was nothing.
Man.
How bad does it got to get before fans stop filling the seats, bro? I'm with you, man.
Same here.
Dude, man, boy, that's what it takes. That's what it's gonna take, and I think they realizing that. It was an embarrassment last year on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is our fucking day, man.
And it felt dry when we had that game at Thanksgiving, man. It felt dry. I seen no energy. It felt like nobody wanted to win. Everybody's just lazy. They were just there.
And with all of that, at halftime, it was 3-0 Chargers.
Yep, and you're talking about filling seats. What year was it when we played the San Francisco 49ers at home and it was nothing but their fans over there? What year was that? And because the year prior to that, we had like, what, a 4-12 record? So, I mean, Cowboy Nation is very powerful people, and they didn't fill that stadium on opening day against the 49ers across the goddamn country. 49er fans won that stadium that week because of that 4-12 record.
They got to kick that shit back in, man. They got to bring that shit back. They got to bring that old feeling back, man. They really got to be vocal again, man. Like, social media has taken over so much. It's so easy to be vocal now. Don't buy the tickets. Don't buy the merchandise. Show them that you're really upset, man. Show them. Because long as you buy the merchandise and the tickets, they don't care. After we took that brutal-ass loss to the Chargers, Jerry Jones was down there. He said he went in the locker room and told his guys, don't worry about this game. You got a lot to be thankful for. You got family, and I made y'all rich. Go home. Oh, don't worry about this game, man. And soon after that, what they interviewed Tank Law, and what did Tank say? Man, y'all ain't got to sit here waste y'all time talking to me. Go home. Enjoy Thanksgiving. That's the shit that Jerry Jones was instilling in them guys' head, and I got so worried. I was like, man, he teaching these guys that winning don't matter. That's exactly what he was teaching them.
Whatever, the year Wade Phillips got fired, do you not remember Jerry Jones having his own little, 5-minute segment talking about Cowboy Nation, stick with us, it's going to get better? Do you not remember that?
Yeah.
I remember, yes. I remember that.
Cowboy Nation was on the verge of giving up, and Jerry Jones felt it in his pocket and had to come out and have a 5-minute spit.
Crazy.
Like what?
And try to get everybody back in order. And that's when Wade Phillips got fired.
What the?
Yeah, man.
Mute your mic, game changer.
Your game changer. Mute your mic, man.
Oh, my bad.
So it's great when you're live, man. Gotta love the live streams.
Gotta love the live streams, man. But yeah, I remember that, man. It comes a time, and MCF, I'm with y'all, man. I support y'all with the whole not buying no new gear. I mean, hell, you said you got enough to wear for the next 5 years anyway.
10 years.
I agree with you, man. Even people think everything counts. You personally not buying gear for them, it might seem small, but it counts. It counts.
I mean, imagine if 1,000 people did that, 1,000 people do that.
You're not the only one. Exactly. And last year was an embarrassment. It was embarrassing.
It's funny that y'all bring this up because my brother, who happens to be a big-time Giant fan, fuck the Giants, but he was like, Mike, your team loses every year. You still buy all those goddamn jerseys and hats. He said, you got to quit buying that shit until they start winning. I said, mind your goddamn business. But hey, other teams are even seeing that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, I as of right now, we're moving on. I know one thing. We hope Zeke stays out of the way. We hope Zeke stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? We hope Tyron Smith can please give us 16 games, which is almost impossible at this point. You know what I'm saying? My main thing is, we gotta establish that. And I know some people might disagree with this. I don't think the running game is what makes a team. I think a defense is what really makes a team. But we gotta establish a running game back. We didn't have one last year. We got to bring a running game back. We got to establish that back. I hope we get that back this year, man.
That's on the coaches, man, because I think Zeke and that line is ready to roll.
Yeah, exactly. I hope Zeke and that O-line is ready to roll. I want a new young tight end starting, which is probably not going to happen.
That didn't sound very good there.
Sean Lee, brother, please do whatever you said on the last game.
Let me say this thing about Sean Lee. He takes out his own teammates, and he takes out his own self.
Him and Jeff Heath do it. Him and Jeff Heath, they always go head to head with their own teammate. They always be doing that. Sean Lee almost killed Mo Claiborne in 2016.
I was just thinking about that too. He knocked his ass out.
Almost killed him. Jeff Heath does it too. Jeff Heath do it. They both do that. They're so careless with it, man. But one more thing I want to speak on before we get off here. The new rule, guys, can't go with your head down. Do y'all think that's going to affect Zeke?
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, I think Zeke can adjust because if you look at his rookie year preseason when he went after Earl Thomas, he used the back of his shoulder pad on that spin. So I think Zeke has some tricks in the book. And I mean that spin that he put on freaking Clay Matthews in that playoff game, whew, nasty. But I think Zeke can adjust to that.
Yeah, Zeke can do it all, man. That's why I love Zeke. He can do it all, man. You know what I'm saying?
He'll adjust. I agree, but do you think that it will affect him in the beginning of the season? And I think yes is the answer. It will affect him. He'll get a couple penalties.
Exactly. We're gonna get a lot of penalties. They haven't. It's hard to break a habit, man. It's hard to break.
But I think by midseason he'll be trained. I think the whole league will be trained back. To that.
Yeah, I think it's hard to break a habit like that. I think eventually they will. You know what I'm saying? Get used to it. They'll get to thinking about them penalties and stuff. But it's gonna be rough at first. I won't. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna say it right now. The Eagles will not have another season like they did this past season.
Facts. That was fluke, man. Most of the stars were hurt. I don't care what nobody say. Fluke.
That's why I say when people trip on
they were
Jerry
built
Jones,
for 1 year.
Cowboys are far from Zeke. Are far from the Eagles. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not that far away from them.
We're not. Oh, if you look at the division record, the past 2 years, even with the 9-7 record, we're not behind this division at all. And the Eagles haven't beat Ezekiel Elliott yet. So keep that in mind, guys. But in my closing statement before we get out of here, I'm going to say this. Yeah, we had our debates. We've had our stats. We had our arguments. But the best thing's behind us. Mini OTA workouts start tomorrow. And now we got to start focusing on how can this team improve going forward. And that's all I got, guys. That's been your Dallas Cowboy football news. Cowboy Nation, peace.
My Cowboys family, let them know where they can get you at, bro.
Hey, man, thanks for letting me on here, man. Everybody on here is so good at the football stuff, man. You guys know football. You guys know the Dallas Cowboys. And even if we have different opinions, I like these chats, man. Late night, mid-afternoon, whenever, So I'm just glad we all do this stuff. You can find us, of course, YouTube. We're also on Twitter there. We do put out some stuff there as well. We do daily videos, Dallas Cowboy News. Most of you guys already know that. So much love, guys. Hit subscribe to all these guys. And thank you, the fans, for putting your comments in there and talking and, stirring it up. It's good to go. And always go Cowboys. Peace.
Exactly. Game changer. I told you one time, man, you got to start doing videos, bro. You got to start kicking them videos out, man. I'm telling you, you know your shit to be young, bro. You know your shit, man. You know this shit really good. And, I appreciate you coming on, man. Cowboy X Factor. I saw what you said about me in the comments, boy. You better get LL his $850 for that collab. Anyways, hey, Field Quarter Cowboys, man. I appreciate everybody coming on here, man. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all know what we here for, man. Dallas Cowboys only, man. Thank all y'all.